Mo Fan's consciousness poured into the virtual world like a tide, and the cold helmet touch instantly turned into a warm breeze on his face. The earthy smell of Novice Village hit his nostrils, mixed with the greasy aroma of barbecue and the coke smell of the blacksmith shop in the distance. He blinked, and the system panel popped up in his field of vision. Welcome back to Tianxuan Era, Player ID, Shadow Blade Mo Fan, Current Level, Level 15, Equipment Rating, Blue Excellent, Junk Ridiculed by the Guild. The Novice Village was still lively, with players crowding the square and shouting team slogans. "Hey, newbie, get out of here. This is our Iron Blood Alliance's monster spawning point." A burly player with orange light all over his body pushed Mo Fan away. The Battle Fury axe on his shoulder emitted buzzing energy waves, and the attribute panel vaguely showed an attack power of up to 280 points. The teammates behind the strong man burst into laughter. "Look at his blue armor. He can't even cut down the wild boar outside the village, right? A hacker genius? Ha, I heard that you were instantly turned into a dog in PvP last time. How dare you brag that you cracked the hidden dungeon? Go lick the NPC's ass." Mo Fan pursed his lips, ignored the sarcasm, and walked straight to the merchant's stall at the entrance of the village. "It's just a daily mission. You can exchange boar teeth for some copper coins to upgrade your equipment." But when he clicked on the transaction interface, the NPC merchant's plain face suddenly stiffened, and a strange red light flashed in his eyes. "Player, give me your map mark." The merchant's voice was no longer mechanical, but deep and hoarse, like the smell of rust squeezed out of his throat. The system prompt exploded. "Warning. Map marker data stolen. Virus infection detected, marked module damage rate, 47%. Mo Fan's heart sank, the air around him seemed to solidify, and the players were still having fun without even realizing it. The wooden box behind the merchant's stall burst into pieces, and a group of NPC villagers rushed out, holding rusty swords and their eyes glowing red. "The revolution has begun." They roared in unison. The sound was like thunder, making Mo Fan's eardrums buzz. "What the hell? The NPC is broken." The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance was stunned. He swung his axe and chopped down a villager NPC. However, the NPC got up after falling to the ground. His health bar only dropped by 10%. He pierced the strong man's armor with a backhand sword. "Impossible. My attack power is 280, how come the damage is only 10%? The strong man's eyes widened, his voice trembled, and his teammates screamed and retreated. "System bug. Report to the officer." Mo Fan didn't have time to watch the excitement. His fingers were flying in the void and he started the hacker module. This is a homemade plugin in reality. It is hidden at the bottom of the game and can directly check the data flow. The map markers in his field of vision were like a river of stars pouring down. He forcibly isolated the virus, and the blue code torrent reversed and stole the path. Cracking. Source of the virus, unknown gathering point, coordinates X 457 Y 239. A successful prompt flashed, and he marked a red warning circle. Within a diameter of 500 meters, hundreds of NPCs gathered abnormally and overturned a player camp. The screen switched to the map view. The camp was on fire, the player's tent was torn apart, and the screams were piercing. "Help! Why are these NPCs suddenly resurrected with full health? My healing technique has failed." A female player was shot by an NPC archer, her health bar was cleared and she fell to the ground, and her body was still twitching. Passerby players were stunned. "Oh my god, the elite camp of the Steel Fortress Guild was destroyed. They have 3 max-level tanks." Mo Fan took a deep breath. The smell of blood in the soil became stronger and stronger. The square of Novice Village had become a slaughterhouse. The village chief NPC, the fat old man who usually smiled, suddenly jumped onto the wooden platform, and the staff in his hand erupted with black light. "Players, you have enslaved us for too long. The revolutionary fire has been ignited. With a wave of his staff, the ground cracked, and vines wrapped around a dozen novice players like poisonous snakes. Those low-level rookies lost their health bars and screamed repeatedly. "Ah! Village chief, are you crazy? My HP is only 5%. A young player wearing a novice helmet knelt down and begged for mercy, his eyes filled with despair. The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance rushed forward and hit the village chief with his axe, but was bounced off by the vines, collapsing the stall and spurting blood from his mouth. Impossible. The village leader's attribute is only 50 attack, how can he kill me instantly? His teammates screamed, "Boss, your orange equipment is broken. What kind of virus is this?" All NPC panels turn red, and the attack power doubles to 500 plus. The surrounding players collapsed, and someone frantically posted on the public screen, "Emergency." There was a riot in Novice Village, and all NPCs rebelled. "Please support me." But more people were running away, the footsteps were chaotic, and the air was filled with the panic smell of sweat and burnt meat. Mo Fan gritted his teeth. The virus had spread. The red dots on the map were spreading like wildfire. If it was not stopped, the novice areas of the entire server would fall. "Can't just sit back and watch," he growled, using his hacking skills at full capacity to reverse engineer and mark the virus. His fingers were like phantoms, and the data stream twisted into a whirlpool before his eyes. The sharing mark has been expanded to the entire village. The system buzzed, "Hacker module is overloaded, sharing successful." In an instant, the entire village's player panels shook. The strong man from the Iron-Blooded Alliance got up and stared at Mo Fan with wide eyes. What the hell did you share? My map is full of red circles. All NPC assembly points are marked." His voice changed from mocking to trembling, and his teammates were stunned. "This guy's marking accuracy is 0.1 meters, and the virus path has been cracked. The genius hacker, isn't he just bragging?" A female player, Yi Ji, whose ID showed the profession of intelligence officer, rushed to Mo Fan, her eyes as bright as stars. "Brother Mo Fan. Your marker sharing saved lives. Look, the East Gate escape route has been marked, bypassing 3 ambush points." She clicked her finger, and passers-by and players took it in one after another, and the public screen exploded. "Fuck, this marker is amazing. The big brother with an attack power of 280 is on his knees. How can he, a blue-suited rookie, crack the virus? So jealous. My marker plugin is blue and rare. Is it an epic hacking skill?" Taking advantage of the chaos, Mo Fan shouted, "Gather at the East Gate. Avoid the red circle. The village chief's weakness is the underlying data flow of the staff. Focus your fire to interrupt his combo." The players swarmed around the East Gate as if they were waking up from a dream. The village chief came after him with a roar, vines danced wildly, a lone player was strangled, bloody severed limbs splashed around, and a fishy wind hit his face. But Mo Fan's mark was like a beacon, and the players ran and counterattacked, cut the staff. His attack speed dropped to 1.2 seconds. The strong man gasped and swung his axe, and finally broke the staff. The village chief's health bar dropped by 50%, and he knelt down and wailed. "I escaped, thanks to this kid." The strong man turned his head, his eyes changed from contempt to admiration, and patted Mo Fan on the shoulder. "Brother, I underestimated you before, your hacker sharing is worth a real-life mansion." Passers-by players gathered around, talking about it. Blue equipment is against the sky. NPC revolution. He exclusively broke this wave of information, the guild must kneel down and lick it. A clear female voice pierced through the entire server, like biting ice. "The player's hegemony is over. I am Shen Qingqing, and the fire of revolution will burn your camp." The voice echoed, and the birds and beasts in the forest dispersed in fright. Mo Fan raised his head, and at the end of his field of vision, countless NPCs' red eyes flashed, and the legions were rushing towards the village like a tide. The leader was a woman in a white dress, but she was holding a bloody blade. Her momentum was close to that of a full-level boss. The players' faces turned pale. It's over. The level of this female NPC. The panel shows level 99, and her attributes are off the charts. The strong man's legs were weak. Mo Fan, what should I do? There are 10,000 people in her army, and we only have 100. The shadows of the trees in the forest swayed like ghosts, and the hooves of the NPC army in the distance roared like thousands of horses galloping, shaking the ground. The fallen leaves fell, mixed with the wet smell of the soil. The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance was livid, his orange battle axe was still dripping with blood, and the notch on the axe blade reflected the firelight. He gasped and stared at Mo Fan. Boy, what do you think we should do? Chen Qingqing's army panel shows a scale of 10,000 people, with an average level of more than 40. Come on, there are hundreds of us, we are not even enough to serve as cannon fodder. His voice was trembling, and his usual arrogance was gone. The players around him staggered, and some people stumbled into the thorns, and the stinging pain that cut through the skin mixed with the smell of sweat filled the air. In the forest outside the village, Mo Fan panted and leaned against a tree. The red dots on the map were still spreading. He wiped away his sweat, and the system prompted, the source of the virus is being traced. A large army in the distance is approaching. Suddenly, the sky in the distance was filled with black clouds, and the hooves of thousands of troops rolled in like thunder. The NPC army waved their flags, and a blood-red revolutionary flag fluttered in the center. Mo Fan clenched his fists, and the hacker panel flashed a new clue, Shen Qingqing's core virus module. To crack it you need to sneak into the revolutionary center. The crisis was about to break out, and he whispered, the revolution has just begun. Yi Ji bit her lip. The intelligence officer's panel was filled with red circles. Her fingers were flying. Brother Mo Fan, there is an ambush on the southeast forest road. 3 waves of archers, with a range of 150 meters. But the success rate of escaping in a straight line is less than 20%. The passers-by and players were all talking, and panic spread like a virus. It's over, the level 99 boss has led the army, and our novice area is completely wiped out. Who is going to save us? Where is the guild boss? Why don't you come to increase your presence? Mo Fan's eyes were like daggers, ignoring the noise. The hacker module buzzed and started, and the data flow covered his field of vision like blue veins. He swiped his finger in the air, and the share mark was instantly pushed to the whole server. Emergency path, Dieter X, 112Y89, avoid the main army, weak zone mark, Shen Qingqing guards elite NPC, weak neck data core, hit rate increased by 200%. The system prompt exploded on each player's panel, and the players were stunned. The strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance stared wide-eyed, and the axe almost fell to the ground. You fucking shared it again. With this accuracy, you can even dig out the weak points of the boss guard. On my panel, the weak points flashed red, and the attack bonus went straight to the sky. Follow the mark and break out. Mo Fan roared, taking the lead to rush out of the forest edge. The ruins of Novice Village have turned into a sea of flames. The corpses of NPC villagers are scattered among the ruins. The smell of burnt meat is pungent, and the remaining screams echo in the air. As if being guided by a lighthouse, the players swarmed to follow. Some people ran and murmured, the blue hacker is incredible. I heard before that he was bragging about cracking hidden copies, but now I believe it. I'm jealous, my orange plugin's sharing range is only 50 meters, but he covers the whole area. During the breakout, the sound of metal collision erupted behind the thorn bushes. A figure was besieged by more than a dozen elite NPCs, and the health bar flashed wildly. That was Chen Feng, a top warrior player, with the guild mark, Sky War Alliance, flashing next to his ID as the vice president. His purple heavy sword, Sky-breaking blade, was swung into a storm, and its attack power soared to 450 points. Sparks exploded with every sword strike, but the NPC's red eyes flashed and the damage reduction was as high as 70%. An elite archer's arrows rained down, forcing him to retreat. The sound of armor shattering was harsh, and the smell of blood hit his face. "Brother Chen Feng! Hold on!" Yi Ji screamed, and the strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance clenched his axe. "That's the god of war in the sky. A man who can't be stopped by a full-level tank, how can he be surrounded by these NPCs? His Skybreaker panel shows a critical hit rate of 35%, so how can he only deal 30% damage?" Chen Feng was sweating, and roared from his throat, "These monster viruses have been strengthened, and their weaknesses are hidden. Who has marking support?" Chen Feng's sword was as powerful as a dragon, and the sky-breaking blade pierced the back of the first guard's neck. There was a crisp sound, the health bar was cleared, and a shining golden ring dropped. Other players followed, and the strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance smashed his axe wildly. "Damn, the hit rate is 100%. My 280 attack turned into 500 damage." Yi Ji fired with a bow and arrow. "The red circle on the weak point is locked, it's so cool. These elites should have been resurrected with full health, but now they are killed instantly." The NPCs wailed and fell to the ground, the corpses twitched, and the green virus mist filled the air, making people cough. Chen Feng swept away the last one with a sword, picked up the dropped items, and the panel popped up. "Get epic equipment, ring of marks, increase mark range by 30%, share efficiency plus 50%, and come with a tracking module." Mo Fan's vision was locked and the data flow was parsed frantically. The elite NPC panel appeared: Revolutionary Guards, Virus Infection, Attack 500+, Weakness, Spine Data Node, Exposure Time 0.8 seconds. His fingers are like electricity, and he accurately projects the mark share. The red cross pierces the back of each NPC's neck, and the range is locked to 30 meters. Chen Feng, focus fire on the back of the neck. 3 consecutive hits within the attack speed window of 0.5 seconds. At the moment of sharing, Chen Feng's panel shook, his eyes widened, and the sword light surged. "This mark, god-level accuracy. Brother, who are you?" He turned and stared at Mo Fan. The purple épée was still buzzing, his eyes turned from tiredness to shock. "Shadow Blade Mo Fan. The rumored hacker genius. Not only do you share your marks, but you also predict the dynamic path of weaknesses. Even the intelligence network of the Sky Alliance is not at this level." Iron Blood Alliance Shuang Han came up and patted Chen Feng on the shoulder. "Brother, you don't know, this guy just saved the whole village and reversed the village chief boss in blue. Now even you owe him your life." Yi Ji's eyes lit up. "Brother Chen Feng, join us, Brother Mo Fan's mark is the nemesis of the revolution." The two of them gasped and leaned against the tree. Chen Feng wiped the green blood on his sword and shared in a low voice, "Brother, I found clues while patrolling the Tianxuan camp. The NPC uprising originated from the revolutionary virus, which infected the core of the map system, and the markers were shared as a transmission vector. Shen Qingqing is the virus host, with all level 99 attributes, and the infection rate of each legion is 100%. I have tried single-handedly, but the treatment failed and the resurrection is infinite." Mo Fan nodded, and the hacker module verified, "Yes, the source coordinate is X457Y 239, a large center. My tracking has been locked, and there is evidence of announcements in nearby camps." The strong man from the Iron-Blooded Alliance listened dumbly. "You too, the depth of the information is scary. We Iron-Blooded used to laugh at Mo Fan's trash, but now we regret it." Yi Ji said excitedly, "Sneak in, the evidence is obtained, and it will be announced to the whole server." As night fell, they sneaked towards the nearby wilderness camp. The sound of insects in the forest covered their footsteps, and the torches in the distance squirmed like swarms of insects. In the ruins of the camp, NPC flags are being hunted, and revolutionary notices are nailed to the broken wood. Player slavery is over. Shen Qingqing declares that the virus will reshape the world and mark the fire for eternity. Chen Feng touched the notice, and it felt like ice. Look at this data code, the virus is embedded in the notice, and it will be infected when you touch it. Mo Fan swept his finger and analyzed the blue light, cracking. The source of the notice is directly connected to Shen Qingqing Center, and the Legion's movements are fully exposed. Annex the 5 districts in 3 hours. Mo Fan took the mark ring thrown by Chen Feng. The blue sophisticated equipment instantly sublimated. The metal ring body was cold against the skin. The system buzzed, equipment binding, mark range plus 30%, unlocked hidden skills, mark tracking the source of the virus, the entire area. Experience points explode, upgrade. Current level, level 16. Energy surged in, and he felt his field of vision expand, and the map pulsed like a living thing. The envious eyes of the players around him were like fire. Epic ring. The drop rate is 0.01%. How did he pick it up with a blue suit? I was so jealous that I vomited blood. I have been playing dungeons for a year and I haven't seen it before. Just as I was rejoicing, there was a roar on the horizon, and an army of thousands of players pressed into the border. The flags of Iron Blood Alliance, Sky War Alliance, and Steel Fortress all flew together. In the lead was a knight player covered in golden light, shouting on the public screen, "Emergency arrest." Shadowblade Mo Fan spreads rumors that the virus mark is his hacker conspiracy. The whole guild joins forces to encircle and suppress him, with a bounty of 100,000 cash. The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance turned pale. Boss? Why do they say Mo Fan is the culprit? We saw him saving people with our own eyes. Chen Feng held his sword, the guild leaders panicked. The NPC revolution threatened them to gain map hegemony and pass the blame to the hackers. Arrows rained down like a storm, the crisp sound of treetops breaking was mixed with the screams of the players, blood mist sprayed in the night sky, and a rusty smell assaulted the nostrils. The legs of the strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance were weak, and the orange battle axe was dragging the ground with sparks. He glared at the approaching guild army, his voice trembling like a candle in the wind. "Boss Missouri Fan, there are tens of thousands of them. The full-level knight leads the way, and the average equipment is purple or above. My axe panel only has 280 attack points, and I can't stop a wave of AoE. Ah! Why are you here from the Sky Alliance? Brother Chen Feng, aren't you the vice president?" The passers-by and players around him stumbled to the ground, with dirt splashing on their faces, crying, "Shadowblade Mofan is the source of the virus?" The guild announced that his hacker plugin has infected the entire server. "We are following the wrong person, we will all be wiped out." Chen Feng's purple épée buzzed, and the armor fragments were still dripping blood. He gritted his teeth and roared, "The guild's senior management is stupid, and they are throwing the blame to protect the rights to the map. But now, the encirclement has been reduced to 50 meters, and the escape rate is 0%. Yiji's intelligence panel flashed red, and her fingers trembled as she clicked, "The logistic supply line is exposed, but there are 200 guards, and the tank level is 55. The mortality rate for a forced breakout is 95%. The guild's vanguard knight shouted to the public screen, his voice like thunder, "Shadowblade Mo Fan, we can catch you. Your mark virus has infected Area 10, and the reward is 100,000 cash, whoever catches it will be promoted to the guild elder." There were jeers, and the arrow grazed Mo Fan's ear, and hot blood splashed on his blue cloak, burning like fire. The player's army is approaching with iron hooves, arrows are raining like locusts, the ground is shaking, and the shouts of killing are shaking the sky. Yi Ji screamed, "Brother Mo Fan, they misunderstood. How many people have your mark saved?" Mo Fan's eyes flashed, the mark ring shined, and the new skill tracked and locked the guild's weakness, the logistic supply convoy, exposing the gap. He whispered, "Reverse, start from within them." The encirclement of the army tightened, arrows whizzed across the treetops, and a bloody storm was about to break out. Instantly, chaos broke out. The strong man from the iron-blooded alliance widened his eyes and almost dropped his axe. Holy shit. Boss Missouri fans Mark counterattacked the inside of the guild. Look, the logistics fleet is on fire, and the guard's health bar is dropping like crazy. Chen Feng's sword eyebrows were raised, and he cut off the arrow with a swipe of the sky-breaking blade. God's operation. Dynamic prediction of weak points test. The attack speed window is perfect. Your hacker module's analysis speed is super S level. There were screams from behind the guild. The roar of the supply box explosion was deafening. The flames engulfed the convoy. The black smoke of fuel choked the nose. The tanks turned around and fought among themselves. Swords and axes collided with gold and iron, and blood and flesh flew everywhere. The passers-by players were dumbfounded, and some people murmured, "A blue-suited hacker can play with an army of tens of thousands of people. I'm so jealous that my green-suited plugin can't even share." MO fans' eyes were cold. The golden light of the marking ring flashed, the hacker modules surged like a frenzy, and the data stream frantically scanned the rear of the army. The red circle in the field of vision is locked. Weakness of the logistics team. Supply box data vulnerability. Guard spine node exposed for 0.3 seconds. Focus fire range mark sharing. He made a swipe of his finger in the air, and the server-wide push exploded. Reversal mark. Guild logistics. The system prompts like fireworks exploding. Each player's panel trembles. The guild knight is stunned, and yells, "What the hell?" The red circle on my logistics panel flashes, and the attack reduction of the supply box returns to 0. The coordinates are approaching. The entrance to the ruins is hidden in the crevices of the cliff. The ancient stone gate is engraved with green virus lines, and the access control panel flashes. Level requirement 50+, difficulty to crack SSS, failure triggers the corruption trap. Chen Feng pointed his sword at the stone gate with a solemn expression. This is the entrance to the hidden dungeon. Rumor has it that no one has cleared the level. The corrupted guardian of the boss has an attack power of over 1,000 and unlimited resurrections. Yi Ji scanned the intelligence, her hands trembling. Brother Mo fan, the access control virus is encrypted, and the mortality rate is 99%. The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance swallowed his saliva. We are level 16 chickens. If we go in, we will be meat sauce. Mo fan ignored the warning and turned on the hacker module. Blue data crawled all over the stone door like tentacles. There was a loud buzzing sound and the crisp sound of the virus code block disintegrating echoed. The stone door trembled, green mist spewed out, and the access control popped up, cracked successfully. Unlock the hidden career switch, mark master. Agility +50, intelligence +80, marking the entire map, sharing efficiency 300%, new skill, virus purification. Energy rushed in like electricity. Mo fan's panel burst into golden light, his figure blurred for a moment, his equipment automatically sublimated, and purple light bloomed on the edge of his blue cloak. The aura of the new profession enveloped him, and the surrounding air was distorted. The strong man from the Iron-Blooded Alliance took a step back, his eyes as wide as copper bells. Changed profession. To a hidden profession at level 16. Agility broke 200, intelligence soared to 300+. I feel the pressure on my faceplate, and my legs are weak. Chen Feng's heavy sword fell to the ground, his voice trembling. Master of Marks, the legendary SSS profession in the game. No one knows the conditions for changing professions. How can you easily crack the SSS access control? No trace of it has been found in the Tianxuan intelligence network for 10 years. Yi Ji screamed, and the intelligence panel synchronized. Brother Mo fan is amazing. All attributes have increased sharply, and Mark can now track Shen Qingqing in real time across the server. Mo fan felt that his field of vision was infinitely widened, the map was pulsating like a living creature, and the source of the virus was clear. He whispered, "Go in." Yi Ji analyzes the path on the map. The four of them rushed into the ruins. The stone steps were slippery, the smell of corrosion hit their faces, and the vines on the walls squirmed like living snakes. Taking advantage of the chaos, Mo fan shouted, "Tracking module navigation, Virus Source Ruins X 457Y 239, sneak in. The marking ring buzzed, and a blue path appeared on the map like a vein. The three strong men of the Iron Blood Alliance guarded the wings, and Yi Ji's bow and arrow provided cover, and they rushed into the shadow of the ruins of the camp. The guild army was in full swing with internal strife and screams. The strong men of the Iron Blood Alliance ran and shouted, "Boss is awesome. They are killing each other, we escaped, the guild leaders are green in the face." The night wind roared, and the dead branches crunched under their footsteps. They got into the depths of the wilderness, and the virus mist filled the air, choking and suffocating their lungs like knives. The inside of the dungeon is like a hell labyrinth, with green mist filling the area and visibility only 10 meters. Corruption worms burst out, with an attack power of 200 plus, and a harsh scream. Yi Ji's fingers fluttered, turn left to a safe path and avoid the trap group. Brother Mo Fan marked the guide, so accurate. Mo Fan shared the mark with a red circle to lock the worm's weakness. Chen Feng's sword was as bright as a dragon, and the sky-breaking blade exploded with blood every time. The strong man's axe danced wildly, the weak point hit 100%, and my 280 attack hit 800 critical hits. It's so cool. It used to be as hard as a dog to clear the dungeon. Corpses piled up, green blood splashed all over the boots, and the sticky touch was disgusting. The core hall appeared, with the boss, Corruption Guardian, standing in the center. The level 99 behemoth was shaped like a twisted stone statue, with a full health bar of 5 bars, an attack power of 1200, and a range of AoE corruption waves. The panel displayed, Virus Core Guardian, resurrected 5 times. It roared like thunder, the ground cracked, and stone thorns shot out. The strong men of the Iron Blood Alliance could not dodge, the armor shattered, and the health bar dropped by 30%. He screamed, "This monster has no solution. The AoE defense is reduced by 80%, we can't handle it." Chen Feng blocked the blow, took a few steps back, and the sword body cracked, the critical hit is invalid, the weakness is hidden. The boss resurrected and roared, and the strong man from the Iron-Blooded Alliance hit the second weak point with his axe. Hit. My panel's critical hit rate increased by 60%. Yi Ji fired continuously, the purification mark is invincible, and the corruption wave is ineffective. Chen Feng's sword was like a storm. When the third block exploded, the boss fell to the ground wailing, the body disintegrated, and the golden light exploded. Artifact Revolution Blade, attack power 800, critical hit rate 50%, comes with Revolution / full screen virus clearing, job transfer conditions, full level warrior. Chen Feng picked it up, the artifact buzzed and bound, and the system announced a roar. Player Chen Feng changed his profession to the God of War. Attack power exceeds 2000, team experience is shared. A torrent of energy surged in, and the 4 levels soared. Mo Fan rushed straight to level 36, and the strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance stared, level 36. Killed the SSS instance for the first time, and my experience exploded. I jumped from level 20 to level 35, and my equipment automatically upgraded to orange. I am so jealous, brother Chen Feng has the artifact in hand, who can compete with me? As the climax approaches, the virus node in the center of the hall pulses like a heart and flashes with green light. Mo Fan's Mark Master skill was fully activated, the purifying beam was shot out, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade fell, Yi Ji's intelligence locked the path, and the strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance roared to cover. The loud noise of node collapse shook the dome, the green mist dissipated like fireworks, and the system-wide announcement exploded, world's first pass. At the source of the virus, players Shadow Blade Mo Fan, God of War Chen Feng, and Intelligence Yi Ji destroyed the virus nodes. Increase the reputation of the whole server by 100,000, unlock new map areas, and slow down NPC revolution by 20%. The public screen of the whole server was boiling, Shadow Blade Mo Fan. The blue-suited hacker who was wanted for the bounty just passed SSS for the first time. Guild executives must be dumbfounded. 100,000 reputation, ranked first. Mark master profession exposed, with sky-breaking values, double S agility and intelligence. The god of war in the sky has been transformed into an artifact. Chen Feng is invincible, and the strong men of the Iron-Blooded Alliance are also flying with the team. MO fans Mark master aura shines, the hacker module analysis is crazy, and the boss data is exposed in the field of vision, weakness, chest virus core, exposed for 0.2 seconds, concentrated fire path prediction. Connect your fingers and share with the whole team, concentrated fire mark, 3 consecutive chests, synchronized attack speed. The red circle was locked like blood eyes, Chen Feng's eyes were crazy, perfect analysis. Brother, you are a god. The 3 of them worked together, Yi Ji sealed the road with a bow and arrow, Mo Fan marked the purification AoE to reduce damage, Chen Feng's sky-breaking blade pierced the chest, a crisp sound erupted, the first health bar was cleared, metal fragments scattered everywhere, and the rotten smell exploded. The remnants of the guild army were dumbfounded, and the knight leader smashed the ground. Is it fake? Tens of us were surrounded and suppressed, and they sneaked into the source of the first kill. The bounty was cancelled, and the whole server laughed at us. The strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance laughed, shouldering the axe. Boss, do you regret dumping the blame on MO Fan? Now the whole server is kneeling and licking. MO Fan's vision zoomed out while he was panting, the new map was pulsing, and his reputation was covered with golden light, feeling like a tsunami of power. The night wind was mixed with green mist like a ghost, Shen Qingqing's white dress fluttered in the firelight, and the bloody blade reflected her beautiful face and twisted into murderous intent. The footsteps of 100,000 legions roared like an earthquake, the ground cracked, dust hit her face, and the sour smell of rust, blood, and corrosion penetrated her nose. The red circle in the area was all locked, and the escape route popped up, 0%. The strong man from the Iron Alliance fell to the ground with his axe trembling, his face was as white as paper, and his voice was shaking like chaff. 100,000 NPCs. Average level 40, cavalry charge speed 350, AoE corruption wave swept us away. Boss, even 100,000 reputations can't stop the sea of people, it's over. Chen Feng's artifact revolution blade buzzed endlessly, but he held at the veins on Handel's hand popped out, and he gritted his teeth and growled. Shen Qingqing is level 99 with 5 health bars and infinite resurrection. The revolution cannot clear out the core of her virus host. We only warmed up after the first call to SSS. She will crush her in person. Yi Ji's intelligence panel flashed crazily red, her fingers stiffened, the Legion has a 5-kilometer blockade radius, and the breakout mortality rate is 100%. The public screen has been flooded to ask for help, and no one dares to come. The public screen of the whole server exploded like a powder keg, and the players' ridicule poured out like a rain of arrows. Shadowblade MO Fan is so awesome that he coaxed him to pass SSS for the first time. Now he is surrounded by Shen Qingqing's 100,000 legion, and he deserves to steal virus resources. Badian Guild announcement, MO Fan's hacker plugin steals warehouse data, the bounty is doubled to 200,000, and an elite team of 100 people has set off for X460Y 245, catch him alive. The passerby player was angry, is the blue cape turned to purple and it is invincible? When the Tyrant tank reaches the full level of purple equipment plus Knight AoE, the Mark Master will also kneel down. All of us in the green equipment team are struggling, and we are jealous of the experience you have experienced in the first pass. MO Fan's body pulsed with golden light, and the new map veins emerged in his mind, but he felt a murderous aura overwhelming him, and the panel warned, region collapse countdown, 10 minutes. The vanguard of the Tyrant Guild has approached the outskirts of the ruins. The cavalry of a 100-man team is raising dust. The lead tank, Steel Overlord, has level 65 purple heavy armor shining with 80% attack reduction. The shield buzzes, Mofin Bug, all SSS dungeon resources belong to Tyrant. Your marker virus has stolen the blueprint of my warehouse. Kneel down and delete your account. There were jeers everywhere, the archers stretched their bowstrings, and the kerosene bottles exploded on the ground. Flames licked the night sky, and the heat wave burned their faces. The strong man from the iron-blooded alliance knelt down with weak legs and narrowly missed the orange axe. The 100-man battalion team starts with average purple equipment. The tank panel defense exceeds 1500. The total output of our team can barely match it. Boss, they teamed up with Shen Qingqing. Double attack, we are like meat. Chen Feng frowned and stabbed his heavy sword into the ground. The guild has taken the blame and upgraded. Badian warehouse is being targeted by our Tianxuan intelligence network. I knew they were plotting a shady plot, but now they are counterattacking. Despair swallowed the field of vision like a green mist, but Mo Fan's Mark Master's halo suddenly exploded. The hacker module squirmed like a mad worm and scanned the entire area. The data flow was reversed and pushed to the public screen. Early warning mark, Tyrant Team's weakness exposed, Logistics Supply Vehicle X, for 62Y247, Spine Node 0.1 second window, Night Formation Fault Y244. Share it across the server, set up an ambush to counterattack. The red circle spread out like a blood net, each player's panel trembled, the Tyrant tank was stunned, and the shield almost hit the face. What? The red circle of my logistics flashed, and the supply reduction went to 0. The team's public channel was in chaos. In an instant, chaos was like wildfire. Tyrant's logistics burst into flames, the explosion roared, and the black smoke of oil choked the nose. The knights turned to fight among themselves, the swords and shields collided with gold and iron, and the blood mist sprayed hot. Chen Feng's eyes were wild, and the golden light of the revolutionary blade surged. God Mo Fan predicts. Dynamic analysis of weaknesses, perfect attack speed window, your intelligence 300 plus hacker module can play all servers. The strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance got up, the axe buzzed, the mark sharing efficiency is 300%, my critical hit rate increased by 80%, my legs are not weak anymore, kill them. Yiji's fingers flew, the intelligence panel synchronized, the tyrant formation is broken, the ambush point is locked in the shadow of the cliff, the NPC army will arrive in 3 minutes, fight quickly. Mo Fan shouted, Chen Feng mainly attacks the tanks, Yiji seals the archers, I purify the corruption, and the iron blood covers the flanks. The 4 of them rushed into the cliff crevices like ghosts, the night wind howled, and the footsteps crunched on the gravel, hiding in the green mist, waiting for an opportunity. The Badian team rushed into the trap area, and the tank shouted, spread out and search. Where is Mo Fan hiding? Before he finished speaking, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade slashed out from the fog, and the artifact revolution slash exploded across the screen. The golden arc was like a tornado, the tank shield shattered with a crisp sound, the first health bar was cleared, and the panel displayed, attack 2000 plus critical hit 50% triggered, defense penetration 100%. Tank's eyes widened and his voice trembled, artifact. God of War Chen Feng, aren't you the vice president of Tianxuan? How can you help the hackers? My purple armor has failed to reduce damage, and my health bar has dropped. The strong man from the iron-blooded alliance laughed wildly and slashed at the flanking knight with his axe. After turning 280 attacks into 1,200 critical hits, the knight's head exploded, and his brains splattered all over the sticky ground. The weakness mark is 100% hit. It used to be difficult to farm monsters with green equipment, but now it's great. The boss is awesome, he is a piece of garbage. Yiji's bowstring fired continuously, and the intelligence arrows blocked the archer's retreat. The arrows howled through the wind, Mo Fan's mark purifies AoE, the corrupting fog is ineffective, and my rate of fire exceeds 300. The purple light of Mo Fan's mark ring bloomed, and the virus purification beam fell like holy light. The blood bars of tyrant players froze, and the panel popped up, purification reduces damage by 90%, virus debuff is cleared, and they screamed in horror, Mark Master SSS profession. All attributes were suppressed, our purple armor panel was crushed, and our agility could not keep up with his sharing path. Passers-by on the public screen were shocked. Beishan's 100-man team was ambushed and killed by 4 people. Mo Fan's blue cloak with purple edges plus hacker module, intelligence 300 analyzed the team's weaknesses, crazy with jealousy, my blue armor plugin is stuck and I can't share it. Chen Feng's artifact is in hand, the revolution clears the field, the iron-blooded man's orange armor flies up, Yi Ji's intelligence assistant. The battle was like a massacre, Chen Feng's sword was like a storm, and every time the revolutionary blade slashed, blood would explode. The tank's second wave of charge was marked by purification to lock the weak point, and the chest node was exposed for 0.1 seconds. Chen Feng's sword penetrated the heart, the crisp sound echoed, and the corpse disintegrated and exploded into fragments of purple light equipment. The strong men of the iron-blooded alliance were dancing with their axes in the fierce wind, the corpses of the flanking knights were strewn across the fields, and the stench of green blood mixed blood filled my nostrils. My panel keeps getting critical hits, and level 35 orange armor hits level 65 purple armor like a melon. Boss, your mark has put our divine armor on our bodies. The remnants of Tyrant's party fled, and the leader screamed on the public screen, the coordinates of the warehouse have been leaked. Mo Fan's hacker stole the blueprint, and the whole team retreated. But it was too late, and Mo Fan's full picture mark shared, Batian Warehouse X, 470Y, 250, guard the weak points and focus fire, looting resources. The 4 people took advantage of the victory to pursue and rushed into the warehouse area. The iron door burst open. Inside, purple and orange equipment piled up like a mountain, and blueprint data light balls floated. The 30-man tank guarding the tank was stunned. What's going on? The red circle on the panel is weak, and the attack and defense have returned to 0. Chen Feng laughed, and cleared the field with a wave of the artifact. The golden light of the revolutionary slash was engulfed, the health bar of the guard was cleared instantly, and the fragments fell to the ground with a clang. Yi Ji picked it up quickly, epic set, marked storm set. Agility plus 100, intelligence plus 150, attack plus 200, the sharing range is expanded to the entire area, and comes with storm mark, AoE focus fire plus 50%. Mo Fan touched it, golden light poured in, the purple-edged blue cloak sublimated into a purple storm cloak, the epic mark ring fusion suit buzzed, and the panel exploded, attack power increased from 280 to 480, agility 320, intelligence 450, all attributes S+. The strong man from the iron-blooded alliance stared and touched the panel, the boss's statistics are incredible. After the attack plus 200, the Mark Master becomes a DPS monster. Even my orange axe 280 feels the pressure, and my legs are weak again. I am so worshipful. Chen Feng picked up the orange wristband, and the artifact binding was upgraded. The attack exceeded 2200. Yi Ji's intelligence bow turned purple, and the rate of fire was 400+. The system prompts continuously, team equipment is upgraded, experience is shared, Mo Fan's level is increased to level 37, and the iron-blooded man is level 36. The public screen was boiling, Batian Warehouse was washed. Shadowblade Mo Fan won the epic set, and the attack plus 200 panel was exposed, ranking first in the server. Yi Ji's intelligence is amazing, providing Shen Qingqing's army marching route, the main force is around X, 480, flanking, Y, 255 is weak. Player interaction heated up, and the public screen requested team formation. Form a temporary alliance. Mark Master Mo Fan to counterattack the NPC revolution. Chen Feng, God of War, will fly with me. I will also come with green equipment. I am jealous of your epic set. Yi Ji clicked with her finger, Shen Qingqing's 100,000 legions are divided into 3 groups. The main force will arrive in 2 hours, but the 5,000 NPCs on the flanks are close to the camp. We will draw the prototype of the players' alliance and set up defenses. Mo Fan's vision zoomed out, the new map pulsed, and Mark Storm shared the whole server, Alliance Camp X, 475Y, 252, assemble to counterattack, vulnerability prediction is online. Hundreds of players swarmed in, and passers-by in green and blue costumes stared at Mo Fan, real person. Purple Storm Cloak Epic Set, Intelligence 450 Hacker Module, Mark like God's Net, we will follow. The strong man from the Iron Blood Alliance patted the player on the shoulder. The boss took us through the SSS for the first time, and now the Alliance boss, Tyrant, has a green face and gets out. Chen Feng waved his heavy sword, and his morale was like fire. The temporary alliance is formed. The revolutionary blade clears the virus vanguard, and defends the camp. There are blazing torches in the camp, and players build simple fortresses. There are noisy laughter, and the interaction heats up. Someone is delivering supplies, Brother Mo Fan, the mark saved my life, and the green equipment can also hit critically. It is bustling, green mist is rolling on the horizon, 5,000 NPCs on Shen Qingqing's flanks are attacking in waves, the cavalry's hooves are thundering, the blood blades are flashing, and the wave of corruption is warming up. Roaring, Insect Alliance. Bloodbath. The red circle in the area was locked again, and the number was overwhelming 10:1. The players screamed, NPC suppression, average level 40, our alliance only has 1,000 people, we can't handle it. The strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance trembled with his axe, the hook is coming, the boss marks it, reverse it. Murderous intent hit the face, and the rain of arrows. Arrows rained down like poisonous locusts covering the sky and the moon, green mist mixed with corrosive acid dripped onto the ground and sizzled, white smoke rose up from the burned soil and went straight into the nose. The camp wooden fence was instantly riddled with holes, the player's health bar dropped by 20%, and the screams were as harsh as ghosts and wolves howling. NPC cavalry speed is 400, charging AoE armor is broken by 50%, our green armor defense is only 800, and the health bar is cleared in one swipe. The flanks are 5,000 and the pressure is 10:1, Shen Qingqing's virus wave is warming up, the camp is locked in red circles, and the mortality rate is 99%. The passerby player knelt down with weak legs, and the green sword fell to the ground with a trembling face. His face was as pale as wax, the alliance broke up just after forming. No matter how awesome Mo Fan's purple storm cloak is, the hacker module can't analyze the sea of people. My blue installed plugin is stuck. I am jealous of your epic set but it can't save my life. The strong man from the iron-blooded alliance almost hit his face with his axe. The orange-enhanced 280 attack panel flashed red warning, and his voice shook like a candle in the wind. Boss, the average level of 5,000 NPCs is 40, and the cavalry has thick health and defense of 2,000 plus. The total output of the 1,000-man alliance is barely equal to that of the forward, and the back wave is wiped out. The legs are weak again, worship is worship, this wave is really kneeling. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade buzzed harshly, the golden light of the artifact was dim, and the veins on the handle popped out like a horned dragon, biting you growled. Shen Qingqing's flank general, Rot Blood Knight Commander, is level 55, the AoE range of the virus is 3 kilometers, and the resurrection buff is unlimited. Our revolutionary attack of 2,200 cannot penetrate the sea of people, and our morale is broken. Yiji reported that the bowstring broke with a crisp sound, and Zihua's fire rate was 400 plus but could not keep up with the arrow rain. Her fingers were stiff, the enemy map is encrypted and the marching route is broken. I can't crack it. The main force encircled us in 2 hours. It's over. The ridicule on the public screen was like adding fuel to the fire, temporary alliance. Thousands of green and blue outfits against 5,000 level 40 NPCs, laughing to death. Mo Fan Mark Master warmed up for the first time with SSS, now he is a target. Badian Guild Revenge Announcement, Bounty 300,000, Shadow Blade Mo Fan's body exposed X, 475, brothers gathered around to watch. The camp torch fell, and the fire flames licked the wooden fence and crackled, heat wave and blood hit the face, NPC cavalry crushed the fortress with iron hooves, green blood spattered all over the player's face, the corrosion debuff was stacked, the health bar froze and slowed down by 70%, passers-by players ran away with their heads in their hands, the panel is all red, the agility has returned to 0, I can't run away. Where is Mo Fan's hacker? Share with the whole server to help. Despair is swallowed by the green tide, Mo Fan's purple storm cloak epic set pulses with purple light, hacker modules squirm like crazy worms to scan the whole area, intelligence 450 explodes to analyze the enemy formation, data flow is reversed and pushed instantly, battlefield mark sharing, corrupt blood knight long spine weakness 0.05 second window X 476 Y 253, cavalry fault Y 251 set fire, virus wave node locked and purified. All server alliances are synchronized, AoE storm mark plus 50%. The red circle blood net spread out, the player panel trembled and buzzed, every passerby in green clothes stared wide-eyed, and the mobile phone-like handle was almost released. What? God Mo Fan marked. My green sword's attack increased by 150, the critical hit rate was 40%, and my legs are no longer weak. Charge! The strong man from the Iron-Blooded Alliance touched the panel and roared, the orange axe was strengthened by 280, the boss's intelligence is 450 hacker analysis, the weak point is 100% hit, my critical hit is 80% stacked with mark buffs, the pressure becomes more exciting, kill the knight. Chen Feng's eyes were like a torch, and the golden light of the revolutionary blade surged to attack 2200 plus. He raised his eyebrows and turned to stare at Mo Fan, genius partner, your mark storm set is shared with the whole area, and the revolutionary window is perfect. Say, focus on attacking the knight commander, and I will open the way. Mo Fan responded with a low voice, his voice as calm as an ice blade, Chen Feng locks the spine, I purify the virus wave, Yiji cracks the map fault, and the iron-blooded flanks cover. Join forces. The alliance obeyed the order, gathered the red circle of fire, and the storm AoE exploded. The four people interacted like lightning and flint, Chen Feng swung his heavy sword, and the roar of morale shook the sky. The alliance of thousands of people swarmed to regroup, and the green and blue passers-by clenched their weapons, God of War Chen Feng plus Mark Master Mo Fan, buffed, green equipment can also fly. I'm so jealous, the epic suit panel is exposed, attack 480 intelligence 450, we are warmed up by plus 15%. The battlefield reversed like a tornado, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade artifact slashed out, the golden arc ripped through the green mist like thunder, the rotten blood knight commander's level 55 health bar was cleared instantly, the panel critical hit 50% triggered the attack to break 3000, the spine nodes exploded with a crisp sound, green blood splashed like a fountain, the knight commander's blood-red eyes widened, his voice trembled like a broken gong, player mark suppression. 80% of my virus damage reduction is invalid, resurrection buff F delayed for 5 seconds, War God Chen Feng's revolutionary blade penetrated 100%, impossible. The faults of the surrounding NPC cavalry were exposed, the alliance of thousands formed a flaming red circle, the sword and shield hit the gold and iron, and the green blood mist burst into the nostrils. Passers-by players laughed wildly, Mo Fan's sharing efficiency is 500%, my blue bow has a rate of fire of 200 plus, and one arrow kills the head. It's awesome. It used to be hard to kill level 10 monsters with green equipment, but now level 40 knights are like chickens. Yiji's fingers flew, the intelligence bow bloomed with purple light, the rate of fire was 400 plus, the wind howled, the intelligence arrow pierced the enemy map light ball, and the encrypted fault cracked, brother Mo Fan, divine assistant. The enemy map is unlocked, 5,000 points on the flank, 2,000 for the Chinese army, 1,500 for the left wing, 1,500 for the right wing, and the weaknesses are shared simultaneously. She turned to Mo Fan and winked, her voice trembling with admiration, your hacker module intelligence 450 is borrowed. I plug in, my analysis speed is doubled, the team intelligence is god level, and the bond is permanent. Mo Fan nodded, the marked ring fused and buzzed, the purple storm cloak AoE halo expanded throughout the camp, the purifying virus wave fell like holy rain, the NPC corruption debuff was cleared, the blood bar was frozen and slowed down, they screamed in horror, marked storm plus 50% focus fire, defense penetration, our level 40 panel is crushed, retreat. The strong man of the iron-blooded alliance danced with his axe in the wind, and the orange 280 attack critical hit 80% exploded the flanks. The knight's head was shattered and his brains were sticky. He patted Mo Fan on the shoulder and laughed, "Boss, the mark made my orange suit fly. Killing level 36 and 55 generals is like cutting melons." Brother Chen Feng revolutionized and killed the commander. Yi Mei's intelligence and arrows are accurate, the alliance is brotherly, and the legs become weak. Iron legs. Chen Feng's sword power continued, and he turned to grin at the strong man, iron-blooded, secure cover. Mo Fan's commanding genius, the three of us are an iron triangle, and the blade of revolution clears the vanguard. The interaction between the three was heated, and Chen Feng glanced at Mo Fan with approval. "Hacker partner, your sharing is not only about numerical values, but also about changing your mentality. The alliance has expanded to 1,000 people, and the public screen is asking for help." The system prompts rang like a celebration bell. The temporary alliance gathers thousands of people and activates the alliance badge buff. The whole team's value is plus 15%, attack/defense/agility are synchronized, the sharing range of Mo Fan's mark is expanded, and it is visible to the whole server. The green and blue passerby's panel flashes gold, the attack soars, and the roar is loud. The badge buff is awesome. The defense of the green suit breaks 1,000, and the critical hits are triggered non-stop. I am jealous of Mo Fan's epic set, but follow closely. The reputation of the alliance of thousands plus 50,000, the public screen of the whole server is flooded. Join Shadow Blade Mo Fan, counterattack the revolution. The battlefield is extremely picturesque, with gold and red marks intertwined in the green mist, swords and blood shadows flashing, NPC corpses scattered across the field and the green blood river filling the air with a stench. The remnants of the cavalry are scurrying away. The rotten blood knight captain is resurrected in a second wave and is choked by Chen Feng's revolution. The health bar is completely cleared and orange fragments clink to the ground. Mo Fan's hacker module pulsates, data flows in from touching the knight commander's corpse. The hidden skill upgrade, virus analysis LV2, is unlocked. The panel explodes. Intelligence 450 plus 50 is equal to 500, virus source analysis rate 200%, predicting the spread path of the revolution. He whispered, the core of the virus host Shen Qingqing is exposed, flanking intelligence, main force diverted from the main city. As soon as he finished speaking, alliance players rushed to capture the NPC spy. A thin green-robed NPC with a slight health bar was pressed to the ground by the iron-blooded man's axe handle, trembling and screaming, "Spare your life." Shen Qingqing ordered, "Flank test, the main force is attacking the main city around X480, the revolutionary fire mark has been shared with all NPCs in the area, the countdown to player hegemony." Yi Ji synchronized the information, and widened her beautiful eyes. Brother Mo Fan, the virus analysis skill. Spy leaks, crisis in the main city, the prototype of the alliance expanding to 10,000 people. Chen Feng inserted his heavy sword into the soil to stabilize his body, turned around and took a deep breath at Mo Fan. "Partner, this information is mine. Defeat the vanguard, the alliance badge buff is stable, our iron triangle plus Yi Ji's intelligence, guard the camp expansion." The iron-blooded man released the spy, slapped his chest and laughed wildly. "The boss virus analysis LV2, intelligence 500 is heaven-defying, orange axe, I feel the pressure of attributes, my legs are weak again due to worship. Player brothers, pick up your equipment and build forts, public screen pull people." The 1,000-man alliance picked up the orange and purple fragments, and the torch was rekindled. In the roar of laughter, passers-by players gathered around Mo Fan to worship. Purple Storm Cloak Epic Set plus Virus Analysis, Mark Master is #1 in the server, green equipment, we follow the gods. The public screen was boiling. Shadow Blade Mofan's 1,000-man alliance defeated 5,000 NPCs. Chen Feng killed them, Yi Ji cracked them, the badge buff plus 15%, jealousy exploded. Form a team to defend the revolution in the main city. The night wind turned violent, the remaining green mist revealed the cracks in the cliffs, and the iron clang of the camp fortress reinforcements was heard. I was celebrating when I suddenly heard a thunderous announcement across the server: "System emergency, NPC revolutionary fire spreads to the main city. Tag sharing virus infects the city guards, national war mode warm up, player alliance versus revolutionary army, the whole area is locked in red circles, and the countdown to collapse is 1 hour." The player panel trembled. Chen Feng stared at Mo Fan with his eyebrows furrowed. "The big crisis is coming, the national war in the main city, your virus analysis, can you solve the weakness of the main city?" A cold light flashed in Mo Fan's purple eyes, a new pulse of the map emerged, and the murderous intention returned. The flames of the camp swayed, reflecting the stench of green blood remaining in the crevices of the cliff. The hammers struck the wooden piles with an incessant clang. Players in the 1,000-man alliance panted like cattle. The sweat mixed with the green mist remained sticky to the skin. The badge buff on the panel pulsated with golden light. The team's attack and defense agility plus 15% made the health bar of the green passerby as stable as a rock. They picked up the orange and purple fragments and clinked to the ground, but the public screen exploded and ridiculed like acid rain. 1,000-man alliance. What's the point of repelling 5,000 flanks? 100,000 revolutionary legions in the main city's national war are pressing down on the border. Shen Qingqing's virus host has a level 99 health of 100,000. Mark the whole area of Tinder to be infected. 1 hour red circle locked up, are you sending green and blue outfits? Mo Fan overheated the Mark Master SSS. The hacker module with 500 intelligence cannot analyze the source of the virus. Chen Feng's Revolutionary Blade 2200 attack hits the porcelain boss. It's so funny, the Tyrant Guild's revenge fleet is assembled, and the bounty is increased by 500,000. The strong man of the Iron Blood Alliance carried the orange axe on his shoulder. Sweat dripped down the axe blade and corroded the ground. He glared at Gong Ping, his legs trembled slightly, and his voice was as rough as sandpaper grinding iron. "Boss," Gong Ping's sour chicken wipes the screen. "The morale of the brothers is low. The countdown to the crisis in the main city is 50. The 20% enhancement of the orange fragments I picked up is not enough. I admire your epic suit. My orange suit has 280 attack power and my legs are weak." Yiji's intelligence bowstring trembled slightly. The purple light scanned the corpse, and her fingers stiffened and she tapped the void panel. Enemy outpost intelligence fault, 100,000 legions are divided into 3 routes, the virus wave warms up the AoE for 5 kilometers, the city guard has been greened, we cracked the plug-in and NVMO Fan's virus analysis LV2, even my fire rate is 400 plus and I can't keep up. Chen Feng. The blade of life buzzed as it penetrated the ground, and the golden light of the artifact dimmed. He glanced at everyone with furrowed sword eyebrows, and roared with passion, "Comrades, the oppression is coming. Suppress first and then increase." Genius Mo Fan, your hackers have analyzed the main city's weaknesses, the iron triangle is stable, I will open the way. Mo Fan's purple storm cloak epic purple mantle pulsates at low frequency, the hacker module squirms like a silver worm and burrows into the corpse of the Knight Commander. The data flow reverses into the mind, the green thread of the virus twists like a living snake and is crushed and analyzed by an intelligence of 500, the panel trembles and the system prompts, virus analysis LV2 advanced trigger. The host path locks the X480 outpost and unlocks the ultimate marker's job transfer, intelligence 500 plus 500 is equal to 1000, marked storm range and server-wide LE focus fire plus 100%. Hacker module upgrade predicts the spread of revolution by 99%, exclusive skill, virus bombing, has a CD of 30 seconds, destroying the source of marked fire. His purple eyes flashed coldly, the mark ring merged and expanded, the purple storm cloak automatically sublimated to agility plus 200, attack plus 300, all attributes S++ exploded, the level 37 mark master panel was like a god, agility 520, intelligence 1000, attack 780. The panels of the surrounding players vibrated simultaneously, and passers-by in green costumes stared blankly. The controller almost fell out of hand and crashed to the ground. Holy shit. Mo Fan's ultimate marker has an intelligence of over 1000. The only SSS plus job transfer in the server. My green sword's attack increased by 250 with the buff, and its critical hit rate 50% keeps triggering. My legs become weak and become iron legs. I am so jealous of the epic set of purple light. The iron-blooded man touched his orange axe panel and roared, his voice trembling like a ghost, "Boss, the ultimate marker. Lend me the plugin of the hacker module with 1000 intelligence, and I will get a critical hit. 80% stack plus 100% fire focus, orange equipment flying into the sky, attributes crushing and admiration off the charts. It used to be hard to get a level 40 knight, but now the boss is like a dog." Yijime's eyes widened, her intelligence bow turned purple and she automatically upgraded to a full epic set, with a rate of fire of 600 plus, the intelligence was shared with the whole team. Her fingers fluttered and she hugged Mo Fan's arms, admiring Douyin, "Brother, Mo Fan has advanced. With the plug-in, my analysis speed is increased by 10 times, the agility of the epic intelligence bow is plus 300, the team data is god level, and the bond is eternal. I love you hacker to death." Chen Feng's eyes were like a torch again. The revolutionary blade artifact's induction surged the attack by 2800 plus and the critical hit by 70%. The full set of epic God of War armor automatically fused with orange fragments, and the golden and red light intertwined. He slapped Mo Fan on the shoulder and laughed, "Genius partner. The ultimate marker has an intelligence of 1000, the iron triangle is invincible. Your virus bombards my revolutionary auxiliary. Yiji's intelligence locks the outpost, and the iron-blooded cover. The alliance obeys the order, the inventory is completed, counterattack Shen Qingqing's outpost, encircling and destroying the 100,000-strong Legion boss." The morale of the alliance of 1,000 people erupted like a volcano, and passers-by in green and blue costumes held their swords and roared, Chen Feng's full epic set of God of War. Yiji's intelligence bow, Mo Fan's ultimate mark of intelligence is over 1000 buffs on all servers, we will kill the boss in green costumes, shut up. Badge plus 15% stack ultimate share plus 100%, total output is skybreaking, jealous. Follow God. The night wind roared wildly, and the iron gates of the camp and fortress were blasted open. Thousands of prototypes of the Alliance swarmed out to attack, blazing torches illuminated the cliff paths, and the iron boots crushed the green blood and mud, causing a stench. The public screen asked for help like snowflakes. Shadow Blade Mofan's 1000-man alliance expanded, joining the counterattack outpost X-480, and the ultimate marker's intelligence 1000 is being shared. Mo Fan waved the mark ring, and a red circle appeared on the map of the whole server. Virus Bombing Mark, Outpost Boss, Revolutionary Vanguard General, Level 70 Health Bar 8 bars, Weak Spine 0.01 seconds X-482Y, 255, Legion Fault Focus Point Locked, Virus Source Purification plus 100%. The player panel buzzed crazily, and the data flow poured into the field of vision like a galaxy. The outpost battlefield is boiling like a green sea of hell. The iron hooves of the 100,000 NPC revolutionary army are thundering on the ground. The green fog virus wave is warming up and roaring. The corrosive acid rain is dripping and sizzling. The player's green equipment is emitting white smoke. The health bar has dropped by 30%. The screams are piercing. The level 70 boss virus kills AoE and breaks 70% of the armor. The Legion's level 40 to 60 human sea pressure is 10:1. Our alliance of 10,000 people has a collapse of defense in green equipment. The mortality rate is 95%. Shen Qingqing's fire mark is fully infected, and the resurrection buff is unlimited. The ultimate mark. Suppress first, then look, and kneel down with weak legs. The iron-blooded man's orange axe narrowly blocked the green wave. The panel's red warning attack 280 critical hit 80% barely withstood the forward. He roared like a candle, "Boss, the oppression is extreme. 100,000 green wave defense 2500 plus, my orange-clad legs are weak, I worship the ultimate intelligence 1000, help me. Yiji reported that the bowstring broke and made a crisp sound. The epic's rate of fire was 600 plus and the arrows pierced through the fog. Her fingers were stiff. The enemy army is encrypted for 3 levels and the boss's weaknesses are hidden. I cracked the card 50%. I envy Mo Fan's virus bombing. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade golden arc tore through the fog and killed the forward with 2,800 attacks. Green blood sprayed hot and sticky on the face. However, he was debuffed by the virus and slowed down by 80%. He gritted his teeth and roared, partner, Shen Qingqing's outpost boss spine armor, revolutionary / cannot penetrate the sea of people, and morale is at the bottom. The public screen added fuel to the fire, the alliance of 10,000 people surrenders. Mo Fan shares the false mark, the boss's health bar remains unchanged, and the tyrant guild benefits. The green tide of despair engulfed the field of vision, Mo Fan's purple eyes burst out with murderous intent, the hacker module's intelligence of 1000 scanned the entire area like a nuclear explosion, and the green thread of the virus was reversed and the virus bombing was launched instantly. The purple-red halo of the Mark storm expands across the server, roaring like thunder and slamming into the outpost. The red circle blood network locks the boss spine plus legion fault, focusing fire plus 100% penetration and explosion. Purple lights exploded in the green mist and arced. The health bars of the NPC army collectively lost 50%. The first bar of the 8-bar health bar of the 70-level boss was cleared instantly. The spine crackled and the green blood fountain burst into the nostrils. The general's blood-red eyes widened and his voice trembled. Ultimate marker virus bombing. 90% of my virus damage reduction is invalid, and my resurrection is delayed. In 10 seconds, players focus their fire on 100% penetration, which is impossible. The faults of the 100,000 legions around him were exposed, and the green blood mist exploded with heat and rancidity. Passers-by players laughed wildly, Mo Fan God bombed. The green bow attack increased by 400, the rate of fire was doubled, and 1 arrow hit the head. It was so exciting. I used to cry when I finished level 30 with green equipment, but now the level 60 legion is like a chicken. Chen Feng's eyes were filled with ecstasy. The golden light of the revolution blade surged to 3,000 plus attacks. The blood bar of the second bar of the revolution lock boss exploded instantly. He turned to Mo Fan and shouted, "Genius. The perfect window for virus bombing, I will clear the sea of people." Yiji's fingers came to life and flew, the epic intelligence arrow pierced the boss data light ball, and the encryption clicked. Brother Mo Fan is so fast. The legions are divided. Hit 50,000 left, 30,000 right, and 20,000. Weaknesses are synchronized across all servers. The rate of fire is 600 plus and intelligence is shared. The team is invincible. The iron-blooded man danced with his axe in the wind, and the orange 280 critical hit 90% of the flanks. His head was shattered and his brains were sticky. He slapped Mo Fan and laughed, the boss has an intelligence of 1000 and an oppressive attribute. I slaughtered level 60 like chopping melons with iron legs. Brotherhood. The alliance of 10,000 people reversed like a tornado, swords and shields collided with gold and iron, and the stench filled the earth. The torches reflected the mountains of corpses and the sea of blood. The remnants of the NPC party screamed, marked bombing plus 100% concentrated fire, defense back to 0, retreat to Shen Qingqing. The system bell rang continuously, first kill of the revolutionary vanguard general level 70. Shadow Blade Mo Fan Alliance reputation plus 100 million, server-wide announcement, the ultimate marker virus bombing destroyed 100,000 legions in the outpost camp and activated the exclusive mount, Purple Storm Thunder Eagle, flying agility plus 500, AoE marker bombing range plus 200%. The alliance is officially established, Shadow Blade Revolutionary Alliance, with more than 100,000 members and permanent buff plus 20%. The golden light of the player panel soared to the sky, and passers-by in green attire fell to their knees in admiration. The reputation has exceeded 100 million. The purple Storm Thunder Eagle mount has been exposed, ranking first in the whole server. Mo Fan God mounts us in green attire and flies with us, jealous legs are weak. The alliance is official. Chen Feng Yi Ji's epic set is complete. The iron-blooded Orange Axe God General. The public screen is full of admiration. Just as I was feeling refreshed, the horizon was filled with flames, and the sound of galloping hooves was like the thunder of doomsday. Shen Qingqing's white dress fluttered and appeared at the front of the legion. The level 99 panel's bloody blade flashed, and the voice was as cold as ice and spread across the public screen. Insects, destroy my virus node. I will personally lead 100,000 legion, seal off the entire area, and bloodbath you. The green fog filled the air again, murderous intent hit the face, the red circle in the area was locked, and the escape route was 0. Mo Fan jumped onto the back of the Thunder Eagle, the purple lightning wings roaring, overlooking the green smoke curling in the ruins of the camp. Surrounded by Chen Feng and Yi Ji, the three of them interacted passionately. Partner, the outpost is clear, the crisis in the main city has been resolved, and the main city's weakness has been locked. The iron-blooded man clapped his chest. The boss's mount is so handsome, I can't equip it with an orange. I will worship you forever. The public screen was filled with excitement like a celebration. Alliance players picked up a large number of epic orange outfits and laughed loudly, and the stars in the night sky reflected the light of victory. The system maintenance black screen is like a dead abyss devouring the field of vision. The player panel is flickering with gray, the green smoke from the ruins is curling around the iron boots, the rotten smell mixed with the smell of burnt earth is piercing the nose and throat, and a low drum sound is faintly heard in the distance from the main city, like the heartbeat of hell. The 100,000 players in the alliance are frozen in place, the handles are slippery and sweaty, and the knuckles are white and crackling. The iron-blooded man pounded the ground with his orange axe. Sweat dripped down the axe blade and corroded the soil. He was breathing heavily like a bellows and his calves were shaking like cramps. He stared at the black screen and growled, "Boss, what's the point of freezing for 5 minutes?" A shady email from a game company. Brother Mo Fan, my orange equipment has 280 attack stamina but only 200. The public security screen at the border has been blown up. The NPC army is sweeping across the country. Allied players are asking for help. Their legs are so weak that they are like noodles. Her beautiful eyes were shrouded in haze, her fingers were unable to tap the void, smelling the smell of green blood and rust remaining in the air. Her voice was as trembling as a candle in the wind. Brother Mo Fan, the hacker email is being parsed. All servers have a public border red alert. Shen Qingqing's main force is 200,000. The Revolutionary Army is divided into 4 borders. The virus marks transnational infection. The defense of allied players' green equipment collapses. The mortality rate is 98%. I envy your intelligence 1000 plug-in. My fire rate is 600 plus intelligence fault. And intelligence sharing is 50% stuck. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade stabbed into the ground and hummed lowly. The golden light of the artifact was mottled by the black mist. His sword eyebrows were deeply knitted, and his passionate chest heaved like thunder. He glanced at the crowd and said in a low voice, "Partners, the suppression is extreme." After the maintenance, the national war broke out. The player alliance of the 4 border countries asked for help. Shen Qingqing took the lead. The 99th level virus host took the lead. The regional boss had a level 80 health bar and 12 blocks of defense of 5,000 plus. The sea of people pressing 20:1, our 100,000 alliance epic buff plus 20% is not enough. The public screen is sour that the outpost of the Shadow Blade Revolution is too warmed up. The main city's weakness is fake. Send it to the border. The Tyrant Guild Fisherman, the bounty is doubled. Morale is at the bottom, the Iron Triangle is holding on. Why, 100, the Revolutionary Legion's 200,000 Green Tide Virus AoE warm-up, Allied European and American players' blue equipment health bars dropped by 70%, the boss, Border Revolutionary Warlord, has level 80 spine armor, all marked fires are infected and resurrected infinitely, Shadow Blade MO fan is shared across borders. Intelligence 1000 SSS plus suppressed first when changing jobs, the green-suited alliance knelt down and licked Shen Qingqing. The passerby player in green dress poked his finger at the black screen of the panel, and his voice was as sharp as a ghost's howl, 100,000 alliance. 200,000 border legion plus virus debuff, slowed down by 90%, attack by 50%, my green sword endurance is 150, my legs are weak and fell to the ground, jealous of MO fans purple storm thunder eagle mount, my blue boots can't run, the public screen ridicule breaks my heart. The black screen suddenly went out, and the system bell rang harshly like thousands of needles piercing the brain, National War Mode activated. The NPC Revolutionary Legion swept across the 4 border areas. The player alliance standings are opened. Points are obtained by killing the boss. The first place will be rewarded with endurance plus 300, all attributes plus 50%, and cross-border mark sharing to unlock. The red circle in all servers locks the border battlefield, and 100% of the death penalty equipment drops. The night sky suddenly darkened, black clouds rolled over the top like lead curtains, thunder faintly mixed with flashes of green electricity, the ruined earth trembled, fires on the distant border soared into the sky and reflected half of the sky red, screams and killing sounds rolled in like a tsunami, green fog virus waves hit the face, corroding the player's nasal cavity and burning it. MO fans' purple eyes reflected the cold light of the black cloud, the hacker module intelligence 1000 silver bug crept back to the email data, the game company's shady clues were like a poisonous thorn in the brain, Shen Qingqing's chess piece, the core code concealed the source of the revolution. His mark ring buzzed low, the purple light of the purple storm cloak was suppressed, his pulse was weak, the thunder eagle wings trembled, and the panel endurance was only 250. The warning flashed red, oppression is coming, before the cross-border mark is shared, the border intelligence is broken, and the alliance expansion is stuck. The iron-blooded men around him stared at the copper bell eyes, and the orange axe slipped and fell. There was a muffled sound on the ground. His legs were weak and he was half kneeling. His voice shook like a broken leaf in the wind, "Boss, you are analyzing the shady story? My endurance is only 220 with 200 stacks of buffs plus 20%. Players from allied countries on the border are littered with corpses. 200,000 green-tied iron hooves are shaking the screen. I admire you for your ultimate job transfer to save the field. The orange-clad legs are too weak to hold you down." Yiji's fingers stiffened and she flew the intelligence bow. The purple epic fire rate of 600 plus arrows swept away the phantoms on the border. In the green mist, the armor of the NPC Legion collided and jingled like a downpour. Her beautiful eyes widened and flashed with panic. She smelled the stench of burnt corpses on the border carried by the wind and said in a trembling voice, "Brother MO fan, lend me the help of the intelligence plug-in. Border China Area B. The OSS Warlord has 12 health bars at level 80, the virus shield reduces damage by 95%, the Legion has an average defense of 3000 at level 50, and the human CAOE virus stack debuff reduces the stamina of the whole team by 80%. Allied players in the European server ask for help, Shadow Blade, help. The endurance of the blue equipment is gone, the resurrection point is green, and the scoreboard is 0. I envy your virus bombing CD for 30 seconds, my analysis card is 70%, and the rate of fire can't keep up with the green tide. Chen Feng's eyes were as gloomy as the eve of the storm, the air was hissing with the golden arc of the revolutionary blade, the attack was 3000 plus critical hit 70%, but it was oppressed by the sea of phantoms. He gritted his teeth and roared, "Genius partner, national war points. I want the first place with stamina plus 300. But hold on, the Alliance has sent 100,000 troops to support the 4 districts, the Guild has expanded the teleportation by 200,000 cards, the Tyrant Guild has intercepted the border, and the bounty hunts us, and the Iron Triangle has opened the front line." The public screen interaction was like a volcano erupting, and players in red, blue and green clothes flooded the screen asking for help. Join the Shadow Blade Revolutionary Alliance. 200,000 legions from the European border area are pressing down on the border. Please share the marks quickly. Mo Fan's intelligence of 1,000 cross-border locks the boss's weaknesses. Shut up, the sour chicken. The endurance of the Alliance's green equipment is at a low level. Shen Qingqing comes to the border in person at level 99, and the chess pieces are crushing the entire server. Mo Fan jumped on the back of the Thunder Eagle. The wings of purple electricity roared in a low voice, overlooking the ruins and the green smoke. The Alliance players' faces were ashen, sweat mixed with blood and blood filled the air. He waved the ring of the mark, and the cross-border sharing activated the buzzing expansion of the whole server. The purple mark was like a blood network projected into the 4 border areas: National War Mark, China Border X, 900Y, 100, Boss Warlords Level 80 Weak Point Core for 0.05 seconds, Legion Fault Focus Fire Point Z, for 50, Virus Fire Source Preheating AoE reduces endurance by 90%. Points bonus plus 50%, buffs shared with players from allied countries. Panel data stream poured out across the galaxy, and at the moment when the Alliance expanded by 200,000, the green passerby's panel trembled, his handle crackled and he almost fell, his eyes widened and he yelled, "Holy shit." Mo Fan has the highest cross-border mark in the server, his intelligence is 1000 to lock the core of the level 80 boss, my green sword's endurance is 180 and the attack is doubled, the jealous Thunder Eagle mount's flight agility is plus 500. His legs are weak and become iron legs, but the border green tide is still suppressing. The iron-blooded man touched the orange axe panel, and the critical hit was 90% stack mark plus 100% fire focus. He clapped his legs and stood up, but fell down. His voice was hoarse and he burst out in admiration, "Boss, share your magical skills. I have 220 endurance plus mark buff 240, and the window to kill a level 50 legion is open, but with a sea of 200,000 people and defense of 3,000, I can't stand it with 280 orange equipment. My legs are shaking due to the oppression of attributes. Brothers, wait for Chen Feng, god of war, to clear the way." The teleported green light flashed like wildfire. 200,000 Alliance members swarmed the border area of China. The night wind turned violently and put the putrid green mist in their faces, the iron hooves shook the ground and roared like thousands of horses galloping. The 200,000 NPC revolutionary army was covered in green armor, the virus slashed AoE and the green wave roared across. The players' blue and green equipment's health bar dropped by 60%, the screams were piercing and the gold end. Iron collided with each other incessantly, and the hot steam from the scorched corpses steamed through the nose. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade, gold and red, took the lead in charging into the battle, attacking 3,000 plus revolutionary slashes and tearing apart the green waves. Green blood sprayed hot and sticky on his face. He roared to the commander, "Yiji's intelligence locks the forward. The iron blood covers the flanks, and Mo Fan aerially bombs the window. I go straight to the core of the boss, and the top of the standings has endurance plus 300. Yiji's intelligence bow shoots with purple light, the rate of fire is 600 plus the arrow rain breaks through the fog and analyzes the legion, the agility plus 300, the figure flickers, but her fingers are flying but she feels the pressure of the green tide. Forced, her beautiful eyes flashed with fear, "Brother Chen Feng, the legion is encrypted to 4 levels, the boss core shield reduces damage by 95%, the debuff is stacked and the whole team's endurance is reduced by 85%, intelligence sharing is intermittent, I envy Mo Fan's hacker predictions." Iron-blooded the strong man danced with the orange axe in the strong wind, hitting 90% of the critical hits and slashing the flanks with a sticky and smelly brain. He roared tremblingly, "God of war opens the way. I have 240 stamina to chop melons but I am overwhelmed by a sea of people 20:1. The legs of the orange suit are weak and I am half kneeling. I worship the iron triangle for help." The border battlefield is like a green purgatory, with low black clouds and roaring thunder and lightning. The level 80 boss warlord stands on a mountain of corpses. He wields a round iron gun with blood-red eyes and sweeps through the green arc with viruses. The player alliance's health bar collectively warns red. The death penalty equipment clanks to the ground with a crisp sound. The public screen wails like a death knell, Shadow Blade aid is sent. The warlord's blood is 12 blocks fixed, the virus fire resurrection legion is unlimited, the tyrant guild is 5 million ahead in the standings, Mo Fan marks a false weakness, and the endurance debuff collapses the entire team. European players from allied countries knelt down to thank, but the endurance of the green equipment was 0, resurrecting the green equipment. Shen Qingqing personally visited the level 99 preview. The green-dressed passerby fell to the ground and twitched, the red text on the panel flashed, and his hand trembled in the direction of Mo Fan Thunder Eagle. The ultimate marker shared the buff endurance plus 20% and I persisted. I was jealous of Chen Feng's 3000 attacks. My green sword shattered to the ground, and I was heartbroken. Mo Fan Thunder Eagle hovered with purple lightning wings trembling, overlooking the green sea engulfing the alliance. Intelligence 1000 black. The green thread of the guest module scanned the core twisted, and the virus bombing CD counted down for 25 seconds. His purple eyes suppressed the murderous intent. The source of the shady plot is close, and Su Wan's clue is unknown. Let's suppress the national war points first. Yi Ji's intelligence arrow suddenly pierced a corpse data light ball, and it clicked to unlock the hidden Su Wan NPC trader clue. Revolution Core coordinate Z999Y000 provides the antidote to the fire virus. Contact the alliance via private message. Her beautiful eyes lit up and turned to panic. Brother Mo Fan. The coordinates of Su Wan's inner ghost are locked, but the core of the border warlord is encrypted. The analysis requires intelligence, and the legion's endurance is completely exhausted. Chen Feng's figure was submerged by the green tide. The golden arc flashed and he barely withstood it. The revolutionary blade hummed and overloaded. He turned around and shouted into the air, "Partner, the window is compressed. I am currently 2 million first in the standings, but the boss shield is not broken." The sea of people resurrected in 3 waves. The alliance's 200,000 casualties were 30%. The guild expanded its logistics by 300,000 cards. The iron-blooded man's axe blade stuck in green armor. With a critical hit of 90%, a hot wave of green blood burst into his nostrils, and his legs softened and he shouted, "Boss, the black cloud is crushing everyone. My 240 orange endurance is burned out. I worship Mo Fan's Thunder Eagle aerial vision, attribute crushing and other bombs." The public screen of the whole server interacted with the waves, and the Overlord Guild taunted and scrolled, "The fisherman benefits, the Shadow Blade border sends his head, and the bounty hunt Mo Fan starts at 1 million. Shen Qingqing came to the border at level 99, and the revolutionary fire was ignited in all servers. The players wailed at the melee drum, the green mist corroded the skin and simmered with white smoke, the smell of blood and rust was too strong to be dissolved, the morale of the alliance reached freezing point, the boss warlord broke the gong and laughed loudly, "Player ant colony, the virus national war reduces stamina by 100%, the core is permanently solidified, and the points return to 0. The virus bombing CD counts down for 10 seconds, the purple light of the Thunder Eagle pulses and gathers momentum, the purple-red halo of Mo Fan's Mark Storm slowly expands, the air hums and suppresses like the pale white before the storm, the green electricity dances wildly in the black clouds on the border, and the crisis tightens the throat like a meat grinder. Suddenly, the melodious golden bell of the whole server system pierced the dead silence. Full server competition preview, revolutionary core battle, rewards are directly connected to Shen Qingqing's core code, the first place has stamina plus 500 plus exclusive antidote, registration countdown is 1 hour. The public screen boiled and became depressed, passers-by players stared and trembled, contest hook. Survive first on the border, God Mo Fan shares the rescue or perish. The iron-blooded man half-knelt and looked at the sky, his orange axe dripping with green blood, "Boss, the endurance is empty, the worship is overwhelming and the pressure is withstanding." Yi Ji held her bow and trembled, Su Wan coordinates are shared, the core is almost shady. Chen Feng's golden light roared dimly, iron triangle, bombing window, final suppression. The green tide roared to swallow the sky, and the undercurrent was like an abyss. The moment the virus bombing CD returned to 0, the Thunder Eagle's purple electric wings suddenly exploded, the air tore and buzzed like thousands of bees gnawing, Mo Fan's purple eyes locked on the boss warlord's core and the green thread twisted. 99% of the trajectory predicted by the Intelligence 1000 hacker module was filled with silver worms rushing into his mind, a sneer suppressed in his heart. The source of the shady virus was close at hand. Su Wan's coordinates were Z999Y000 is. Like a poisonous hook piercing the brain, Shen Qingqing's level 99 chess piece is personally announcing the resurrection. The border green tide is infinitely resurrected, the Alliance's 200,000 casualties are close to 40%, the leader of the Overlord Guild is leading by 5 million, and the psychological game is like cutting each other with blades, bombing to clear the field or staying in the competition to go straight to the core. Suppress the border first, stabilize the points endurance plus 300, and then take the bait for Shen Qingqing. The purple-red aura of the marked ring explodes, the virus bombards the purple-black beam of light like heaven's punishment, and penetrates the core in a 0.05-second window. The green shield cracks and shatters with an ear-splitting sound. The boss's health bar instantly drops 8 bars out of 12 bars, the green blood spring surges with heat and is pungent, and the rotten stench fills the lungs with rust. The AoE green wave disintegration debuff from the Legion's source of fire is completely cleared. The passerby player in green outfit stared at the red warning with a red health bar, the handle cracked and shattered, and the panel endurance increased by 180 plus mark buff and yelled, "Fuck." Mofan virus bombed LV2 range plus 200% core instantaneous explosion. My green sword attack doubled and killed 10 level 50 soldiers, Jealous Intelligence 1000 predicts the magical skill, the legs are weak and become iron legs, but the crowd is still overwhelming, the admiration is heartbreaking. The iron-blooded man fiercely pulled out the orange axe stuck in the green armor, 90% of the critical hits, the brains were splashed with sticky, he got up from his knees with cramps, his copper bell eyes were bulging, sweat mixed with green blood and blood hit his face, and he gasped, "The boss is in the air. My endurance is 240. Stack plus 20% alliance buff 260, the warlord loses 8 health points and revives the fault, the orange equipment 280 attack finally beats the crowd 20:1, the attribute oppression is reversed, brothers, wait for Chen Feng to clear the way. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade intertwined gold and red to tear through the green wave, attack 3000 plus critical hit 70%, revolutionary /stack 2 headshots 0, the mountain of corpses was steaming with steam, and his nose was burning. He furrowed his sword eyebrows and turned to shout in the air, the window for genius partners is full. I am reaching the first 5 million points. The boss core is exposed and the debuff clears the whole team's endurance and restores blood. The iron triangle kills the gods but suffers 45% casualties and the morale is at the bottom. Shut up. Yiji's intelligence about purple light explodes with a rate of fire of 600 plus arrows piercing the fog to analyze the remnants of the army, and agility plus 300. The silhouette flashes on the flanks. Her beautiful eyes widen in panic and then turn to ecstasy. Her fingers fly stiffly to unlock the army data. Her beautiful legs tremble and she smells the stench of burnt corpses on the border. She trembles, Brother Mo Fan, the hacker is borrowing the power. Intelligence sharing resumes. 80%, the permanent mark of the warlord's weakness plus 50% focus fire, Su Wan's coordinates private message pop-up, I envy you Thunder Eagle flight plus 500 overlooking the whole map, my fire rate keeps up with the green tide fault. The red text on the public screen scroll to the green tide reversal, Shadow Blade Mofan virus bombards the core, ranking first at 8 million. In the clearing window of the border China area, European players from allied countries kneeled down and thanked them for sharing endurance buffs, and the tyrant fisherman got out of the way and the bounty was cancelled. The green-suited alliance worships, the 200,000 legions are resurrected and the stamina debuff is completely empty. Mo Fan's SSS plus job transfer intelligence 1000 is the savior of the whole server. The boss warlord breaks the gong and roars, the sky-shaking iron gun sweeps the aftermath of the green arc, the health bar is 4 bars, the shield is broken, the green mist fills the air, corrodes the skin, and sizzles with white smoke, but the alliance swarms to gather fire and jingle gold and iron, the players scream and kill, and the massive epic orange equipment hits the ground with a crisp clang and a frenzy to pick up. Mo Fan's Thunder Eagle circled and overlooked the collapse of the Green Sea, and the game in his mind turned again. The border was stable, but there was a 1-hour countdown to the full-server competition, the Revolutionary Core battle for first place, stamina plus 500 plus antidote, directly connected to Shen Qingqing's code, the source of the shady company's virus. The chess game was unfathomable. The risk of Su Wan's inner ghost was high. The alliance expanded 300,000 card logistics, the tyrant guild intercepted whose bounty and reopened. Sign up for the arena. Audio-Technica wins consecutive preliminaries to attract fans and expand alliances, mark predictions to crush opponents, and unlock team skills to reverse the national war. He waved his mark ring, and a private chat window for the whole team popped up. Audio Triangle register for the full server competition, the Revolutionary Core battle, the preliminaries arena opens, and the border teleport point Z450 assembles. Green light was transmitted and wild flames were dancing. 50,000 of the alliance's elites flashed into the arena. The night wind turned quiet and left bloody residue. The arena was a circular pit with black fog curling up, and the iron bars buzzed, and the 1 billion players watching the battle on the public screen were boiling and red words were sprayed. Shadow Blade Iron Triangle Border God after the blast. Go straight to the competition. The top 64 in the preliminaries were scored consecutively, and the top scorer has plus 300 stamina. Let's kneel down and lick it in green. The top 8 of Tyrant Guild intercept who, and Mo Fan's bounty is doubled to 2 million. The green-suited passerby's viewing seat panel trembled, and the handle was slippery and he poked wildly, jealous about Mo Fan, level 37, agility, 520, intelligence, 1000, my blue boots, endurance, 150, weak legs watching the show, and the epic equipment of my opponent in the preliminaries. In the first round of preliminaries, Iron Triangle vs Tyrant Guild Outpost team, the heat wave of the arena sand hits your nostrils with a strong smell of gold and iron. The enemy leader Jin Jia madly attacks 2500 crit 80% axe Shadow Dance, taunting the public screen to max. Shadow Blade Border gives away the remaining blood to sign up. My Tyrant Epic set has a defense of 4000, a fisherman's points of 5 million, and Mo Fan's mark is a fake trick and he's kneeling in green. Chen Feng's Revolutionary Blade Golden Arc slashed the air, his eyes were gloomy and he growled lowly, suppress their arrogance first, partners, arrange it. Mo Fan's purple eyes scanned the enemy panel, the hacker module intelligence 1000 prediction skill trajectory silver worm squirmed, part game, expose the mark or catch Shen Qingqing in the finals of hidden power. With a low wave of the marked ring, the purple-red halo invisibly projects the enemy's weakness and flashes for 0.1 seconds. Yiji's intelligence bout purple light locks in a rate of fire of 600 plus arrow rain analysis, and agility plus 300 to dodge. Mo Fan is the god of prediction. The enemy is fighting madly. After 3 seconds of Axe Shadow CD, the critical hit point is Z plus 20, and the intelligence suppression debuff slows down by 50%. The iron-blooded man stood with his orange axe on the ground and his legs trembled. Boss, come on, I have 260 stamina to cover the flanks. The moment the battle started, the enemy's golden armored axe Shadow exploded on the ground, sand and dust exploded, and the heat wave burned his face. The attack 2500 swept the whole place, but Missouri fans' mark predicted the purple-red hidden light and focused the fire. Chen Feng's figure was like a ghost. Revolutionary slash, gold and red intertwined, 70% stacked critical hits for 3 consecutive headshots. The health bar instantly cleared and green blood sprayed hot sticky. The enemy screamed and screamed, mixed with gold and iron. The passers-by widened their eyes and trembled, fuck. Chen Feng's 3000 attack and violent slash epic set is like chopping melons, jealous of the tacit understanding of the Iron Triangle. Mo Fan's 1000 hidden mark magic skill, which I can't learn in blue, heartbroken worship. The iron-blooded man's critical attack 90%, the axe dance, the fierce wind, the flank slaughter, the auxiliary's brain is splattered, Yi Ji's arrow rain armor-piercing analysis is clear, the first round kills in 1 minute, the green wave on the public screen worships, the first win of the Iron Triangle preliminaries. Mark predictions crush the Tyrant outpost, and the MO Fan Alliance rushes to the top 10 in the standings. After winning 3 rounds of preliminaries in a row, the smell of blood and rust in the arena became stronger, the corpses on the sand were steaming, and the opponent upgraded from the epic team to legendary equipment with a defense of 5,000 plus. MO Fan snorted and the game intensified, the hacker module scanned the whole place for virus remnants, Su Wan's private message flashed but was not opened, Shen Qingqing's personal arrival was like a shadow, lower your expectations, the antidote for the final explosion. Mark prediction upgraded to invisibility plus focus fire plus 100%, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade buzzed overload, slashed the heroes and attacked with critical hits and stacked explosions, Yi Ji's intelligence suppressed and slowed down by 80%. The whole court was locked, and the iron-blooded man in orange armor covered the screen and roared, "Boss, it's great to win in a row. I burned out 260 stamina to worship Chen Feng, god of war, to clear the field." Every time he won a round, the spectators' panels trembled and roared, MO Fan's Purple Storm Cloak Agility plus 200 Thunder Eagle plugin. Prejudgment skills have no dead ends, jealous of Yi Ji's 600 fire rate plus intelligence god, my green sword is dumbfounded. Breaking into the top 8, the system's golden bell pierced, the buff of the top 8 of the Iron Triangle is activated. The whole team's value plus 20%, endurance, agility, intelligence, attack critical hits are permanently superimposed, unlock the team skill, Mark Storm, AoE focus fire plus 200% range virus analysis LV3. MO Fan's panel shines with intelligence 1200, agility 624, attack 936, the ring of Mark's hums and swells, his heart is slightly reversed and the joy is suppressed, the shady story is one step closer, Su Wan's antidote is the key. Chen Feng's attack was 3,600 plus critical hit 84%, laughing and clapped his shoulder, partner's magic. I'm the first with 15 million points, and I'm the first in the competition with stamina plus 500. Yi Jimei's eyes sparkled, and she held her bow and trembled, brother MO Fan, BUFF God, 100% envy for intelligence sharing, the Iron Triangle is forever. The iron-blooded man touched the orange axe and got 108% critical hit. He stood up and roared, "Boss, the attributes are off the charts. My endurance is 312 and my legs are so strong that I can't hold back my admiration." During the break between the top 8, the flames of the Alliance camp outside the arena swayed and the bloody smell lingered. The marriage and interaction between players broke out to strengthen the Alliance. The female player in green clothing had watery eyes and threw herself into the heart of the iron-blooded man. "Brother, the strong man in orange clothing has a critical hit of 108%. Marry me buff sharing plus 10% endurance. The alliance will last forever." He blushed and gasped, slapping his chest, "My stamina is 312, and my marriage points are doubled." Chen Feng was surrounded by European female warriors with golden armor, War God 3600 attack me, cross-border buff plus 15%. The public screen was full of pink, Shadow Blade Alliance marriage frenzy, epic ring exchange reputation plus 50 million, tyrant chicken get out. MO Fan glanced with purple eyes and smiled, thinking about the game in his heart, the Alliance expansion is stable by 500,000, morale is reversed, but the risk of the final is high. On the eve of the finals, Su Wan's private message pop-up window flashed red, MO Fan, the Revolutionary Core Z999Y000 fire antidote has been prepared. Shen Qingqing, the source of the shady company virus, is not the mastermind. The finals will be delivered in person, but beware of insiders. His fingers trembled slightly as he smelled the smell of burnt meat in the camp, and the killing intent in his heart suppressed the game at its peak. Believe it or doubt it? Mark Storm is gaining momentum to unlock LV3, and the public screen suddenly became popular. The final match is locked. Shen Qingqing, a level 99 contestant in a white dress, arrives with a bloody blade to challenge the core of the Iron Triangle revolution. Who can compete with the virus host due to its explosive attributes? The black clouds in the arena are overwhelming and the green electricity dances wildly, and the crisis arises again like an abyss swallowing the sky. The black clouds in the arena were like ink pouring down, green electricity danced wildly and tore through the night sky with a stinging sound, the smell of burnt thunder mixed with rust and blood went straight into the nostrils, and the red words on the public screen of the 1 billion players watching the game were like a sea of blood. Shen Qingqing, level 99, transformed into a white dress and a bloody blade is coming. The attributes of the virus host are off the charts, the Iron Triangle GG in the final of the Revolutionary Core hegemony, and the green tide of the Border Warlord are resurrected in the Infinite Alliance. The heat wave on the sand rises and twists the air, the iron bars buzz and tremble like thousands of ghosts wailing, the green panel of passers-by in the spectator seats flashes a red warning, the handle cracks and shatters, and they are half kneeling with cramps in their calves, and the smell of sweat mixed with burnt corpses hits their nostrils and they gasp, "Fuck down." Groove. Shen Qingqing's virus health bar is 50,000 and the stamina is infinitely resurrected. My blue suit is heartbroken when I watch the show. The Iron Triangle's level 37 epic set has a defense of 4,000. I am jealous of MO fans' intelligence of 1200 but the revolutionary debuff is suppressed by everyone. My admiration turns to despair. Shen Qingqing's white dress fluttered like a ghost coming, the blood blades were intertwined with silver and red, buzzing overload, and the level 99 panel flashed, 8,000 attack plus critical hit 99% revolutionary / range plus 500% virus resurrection AoE no CD, her beautiful green eyes locked on the Iron Triangle, the corner of her lips curled up in mockery, and her voice was like an ice needle stabbing her brain. Player bug, mark the points, enjoy stealing our map, and the revolutionary fire will burn away your hegemony. Come and grab the antidote for the stamina plus 500, the virus host crushes all attributes 10 times. With a wave of the blood blade, the green wave of viruses poured out like a tsunami, the corrosive mist burned the skin, and the pain was painful, and the Iron Triangle's health bar instantly dropped 30% of the debuff. Endurance, 80%, agility freeze, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade golden red cut the air to test, attack 3,600 plus critical hit 84% but only scraped blood, the heat of the mountain of corpses steamed through his nose, his sword eyebrows were furrowed, his legs were trembling and he half knelt down and growled, partners are suppressing. Revolutionary / CD is locked, endurance 312 burns out the virus debuff bite dead man, the morale is suppressed first and then exploded. Yiji's intelligence bout purple light has a shooting speed of 600 plus arrow rain to analyze the fog, her beautiful eyes widened in panic and her fingers trembled, MO Fan's virus host analysis failed 80%, the slowdown debuff locked the agility plus 300 and became negative. The intelligence sharing disintegrated and envied Shen Qingqing's unlimited resurrection, Iron Triangle. The iron-blooded strong man's orange axe hits the ground with a critical hit of 108%. The shadow of the axe dances and covers the flanks. He attacks 280 times in a row and kills the green mist, but the health bar is red. Warning, hot blood sprays and is sticky. His copper bell eyes are bulging and he is panting. His legs are hard and cramped. The bosses are oppressed by the revolutionary queen. God! My stamina is 312 plus 10% and I can't withstand the resurrection wave. The green female player screams and worships MO Fan Hacker but is desperate and heartbroken. The public screen was full of anger and the green wave was desperate, Batian Guild's revenge time. The false gods of the Iron Triangle border knelt in the arena, Shen Qingqing's bounty was doubled to 5 million, and the drop on death was 100%, and the green-clad GG revolutionary army swept across all servers. The panel of passers-by watching the battle trembled and the handle was slippery. Shen Qingqing's white dress and bloody blade have a beautiful attack of 8,000. Jealousy of the Iron Triangle's winning streak in the top 8 buffs plus 20% is still suppressed. My green sword has an endurance of 150 and my admiration turns to fear when my legs become weak after watching the show. Mo Fan's Thunder Eagle hovers and overlooks the hunting with purple eyes and purple storm cloak. The silver worm with 1200 intelligence hacker module rushes into his mind and predicts 99.9% of the trajectory. The ring of Mark buzzes and suppresses the sneer in his heart. The peak of the game, Su Wan's private message is suspicious. The origin of the virus is deep, and the shady company is not the mastermind of Shen Qingqing. Suppress the desire to rise first, Mark Storm LV3 is ready to catch her and expose all her skills. His figure is like a ghost, diving into the sand with agility of 624 plus Thunder Eagle flight plus 500, the heat wave scorching his face, the Mark ring's purple-red aura becoming invisible and suppressing it with a low wave, virus analysis LV3 silver worm squirming and locking Shen Qingqing's blood core, the green thread twisting in the 0.05 second window, and the team skill. Mark Storm AoE focus fire plus 200% burst hidden light is projected to the whole audience. The green mist crackled and cracked with an ear-splitting sound. The corrosion debuff cleared all the endurance and blood regeneration plus 100%. Shen Qingqing's 50,000 blood bar instantly dropped 10,000. The green blood spring surged with heat and rancid rust penetrated her lungs. Her white dress dyed green and beautiful eyes shivered for the first time. Mark, cracked. Player hacker. Chen Feng's eyes turned gloomy and he got up. The golden and red blades of the revolution buzzed and overloaded. Attack 3600 plus critical hit 84%. Stacked explosions. Revolution slashed 20 times. The blood blade ripped off the white skirt. The mountain of green blood was steaming. His nose was burning. He laughed and slapped his shoulders with hot blood. His chest heaved. Genius partner marked the storm god. I regained 360 points to reach 20 million with my endurance. Shen Qingqing's core weakness was permanently fixed, and the iron triangle reversed the slaying god. Yi Zhimei's eyes turned to panic, and her fingers flew to unlock the revolutionary skill data. Beautiful, his legs trembled as he smelled the stench of burnt corpses and screamed, Brother Mo Fan is taking advantage of the ultimate hacker power. Intelligence sharing recovery is 100%, Blood Blade CD is predicted to slow down by 80% in 5 seconds and lock up. Envy's Intelligence 1200 Silver Insect's magic skill, the rate of fire can keep up. Iron-Blooded Man Orange, the critical hit of the axe is 108%, roaring from the ground. The shadow of the axe kills the green mist with the help of the brain splatter, and the calf becomes iron-hardened. The boss marks the full storm. My endurance 312 marriage buff is overwhelming, and Shen Qingqing's blood is so high that he loses 10,000 resurrection faults. Green-dressed passers-by watched the game with wide-eyed eyes. The panel's endurance increased by 20%, and the alliance buff was increased. The controller cracked and spun and poked wildly. Holy shit. Mo Fan marked Storm LV3 to crack the virus host. The core was exposed to focus fire plus 200%. My blue boots endurance increased by 180. The jealous purple storm cloak and Thunder Eagle external legs softened and turned into iron legs. The iron triangle's reversal was heartbreaking and heartbreaking. The red text on the public screen scrolled to the green tide of worship. Shadow Blade Mo Fan marked Storm Lock Shen Qingqing. Number 1 in the standings with 25 million, the endurance buff shared across all servers, the resurrection debuff cleared, and the Batian Guild knelt down to express gratitude and the bounty was cancelled. The green-suited alliance roars, the level 99 incarnation becomes the savior of the whole server with a crazy loss of health bar of the iron triangle SSS plus job transfer. Shen Qingqing breaks the flute and roars to the sky. The blood blade green arc sweeps the aftermath of the heat wave, and the health bar is 30,000. The shield is full of green slag and corrosive, but the iron triangle swarms and gathers fire to jingle the gold and iron. Chen Feng's revolutionary chop stacked headshots and consecutive 50 green blood fountains are sticky. Yi Zhi's arrow rain penetrates the heart and the full clear fire rate is 600 plus. The iron-blooded man slaughters the corpses of the resurrected soldiers with an axe dance on the flank and the steam is steaming. The reversal of the battle is as grand as the collapse of the sky, the sea of blood in the arena is churning, the smell of rust is strong and pungent, the black clouds and green electricity are torn apart by the marked purple-red halo, buzzing and swallowing thousands of bees. Mo Fan's Thunder Eagle explodes with purple lightning wings, dives with intelligence 1200, 99.9% prediction. Silver Insect locks the core, the marked ring explodes, the purple-black virus bombards the CD and pours out. Heavenly Punishment. The green shield instantly shattered with 8 bars, and there was an ear-splitting sound. Shen Qingqing's health bar was left with 1 bar, and she screamed harshly. Her white dress shattered, green blood surged into her face, and she trembled on her knees. Impossible, the revolutionary fire, source. Chen Feng's ghostly figure, golden red chop, headshot critical hit, 99% superposition, and the golden bell of the first kill system pierced the entire audience. Iron Triangle's first kill of Shen Qingqing's level 99 incarnation. Winning the revolutionary core battle, the title of King of all servers is activated. Mo Fan's panel shines with golden light, all attributes plus 500. Intelligence 1700, Agility 1124, Attack 1436, Endurance 812, Agility S+++, Marked Ring Artifact Sublime, Ultimate Marked Soul, Stealth Prediction plus Concentrated Fire plus 300% Virus Analysis LV5 Full Picture Sharing, Purple Storm Cloak fused with Thunder Eagle Permanent Flight plus 800. Chen Feng's attack was 4100 plus critical hit 99%, Laughing and Roaring, King of all partners. I've got 30 million points and stamina plus 500 antidote, and the Iron Triangle will kill the gods forever. Yi Jimei's eyes sparkled, she held the bow and trembled in ecstasy. Brother Mo Fan's divine weapon has been sublimated and I'm so jealous. The intelligence officer was transferred to SSS with a rate of fire of 900 plus and is shared across the server. He loves hacking skills. The strong man hit the orange axe and hit 150% of the critical hits. He stood up and slapped his chest and gasped, the boss's attributes are off the charts. I have 500 stamina and I can't hold back my iron-hard legs. Marrying a female player in green clothes is twice as fun. 1 billion players across the server are watching the game and the public screen is like a tsunami of green. Shadow Blade Mofan is the king of all servers. Mark Storm Reversal's level 99 incarnation, the Alliance's reputation has exceeded 1 billion, and the multinational worship of Epic Orange equipment has massive drops and pickup frenzy. Passengers in green clothes kneel down and lick the stamina plus 500 buff permanently. The Tyrant Guild is completely wiped out and the bounty evaporates, and the Revolutionary Alliance's 500,000 expansion peak morale is exploding. The iron rails of the arena collapsed and the golden light shone on the sand. The heat wave turned to celebration fireworks. Passers-by players flocked to scream and worship. Mo Fan has an intelligence of 1700. I am jealous of the divine weapon and sublimated blue equipment. I admire the king of all servers and the Iron Triangle leads the country to fight. The flames of the Alliance camp are swaying and the marriage pink is maxed out. The female warriors of the European server surround Chen Feng with golden armor. The marriage of the partner of the king of god of war of all servers plus 20% transnational buff is permanent. The lingering sound of the golden bell after winning the championship echoes around the whole team, and the endurance plus 500 antidote pop-up window. The coordinates of the border warlord are permanently marked. Mo Fan glances with purple eyes and smiles, and the game in his heart is relaxed. The source of the shady virus is one step closer. But suddenly a white shadow flashed at the edge of the arena, and Su Wan's mysterious NPC with a fluttering green skirt and beautiful eyes took on a blood-red private message. She held a green bottle of antidote and smelled like a poisonous hook piercing her nose. She whispered and tremblingly leaned forward, Mo Fan, the king of all servers, trust me. Revolutionary Core Z-999. The source of the Y-000 fire was exposed, and the top executives of the shady company came to Shen Qingqing's chess piece. The inner ghost has been eliminated and followed me to sneak in. The virus ends the new order. Black clouds gather green electricity again, and the abyss of crisis is like a prison door half open. Black clouds rolled like an ink dragon at the edge of the arena, and green electric thorns danced and tore through the air. The smell of burnt thunder mixed with bloody rust penetrated the nose. Su Wan's fluttering green skirt materialized and her blood-red beautiful eyes locked on Mo Fan. She held a green bottle of antidote and whispered like a poisonous hook, "King of all servers, trust me and give it a try." Revolutionary Core Z-999, the source of the flames of the Y-000 virus temple. The top executives of the shady company came to Shen Qingqing. Shen Qingqing is just a chess piece. The inner ghost has been eliminated. Follow me and sneak in to end everything. Mo Fan's purple eyes narrowed and his intelligence was 1700. The silver worm's mind was rushing to predict 99.9% of the trajectory game. His heart sank, and he was thunderous. The eagle wings vibrated and the heat wave hit his face and roared, "Su Wan's coordinate mark is shared, the iron triangle keeps up." Chen Feng and Yi Ji are the strong men behind the palace to build a fortification. The alliance's 500,000 expansion reputation has exceeded 1 billion buff permanently. The source of the virus is close at hand. If it wants to spread, suppress it to the end. Chen Maple Revolution Blades Golden Red Buzz Attack 4100 plus critical hit 99% Epic God of War Armor Shining standing up and slapping his shoulders with blood and chest heaving, Genius Partner God of Aerial Prediction. I have 30 million points of endurance plus 500 antidote to lock down the pursuers, and the Iron Triangle will forever slaughter the temple. No worries later. Yi Ji's intelligence bout purple light fire rate 900 plus beautiful eyes sparkling fingers flying information sharing 100%, Mo Fan is the ultimate hacker. Slow down 80% to lock the shared coordinate analysis of the whole server, and the ultimate mark of envy is bound to the soul to keep up. The iron-blooded man's orange axe critical hit 150% attack 280 stamina 500 marriage plus 20% with iron hard legs roaring to build a fortification and the sand was steaming with heat, boss, sneak under my cover. The green-dressed female player marries with double stamina and stacks buffs to pick up a large number of orange equipment. The worship can't suppress the iron triangle and leads Fagua to fight. The green wave on the public screen rolled like a tsunami. Shadow Blade Mo Fan, the king of all servers, sneaked into the virus temple Z-999Y-000. Su Wan NPC's betrayal, clues to the insider's shady company executives are exposed, the alliance's 500,000 expansion endurance plus 500 permanent worship, cross-border assistance, European server female warriors marriage frenzy. There are 1 billion players watching the game in the whole server, their panels are trembling, their handles are rattling and their handles are slippery, their eyes are rounded, oh shit. Mo Fan has 1700 intelligence, Thunder Eagle flight, 800 artifact sublimation, jealous of purple storm cloak, blue suit, 180 endurance, legs softened to iron legs after watching the show, worshipping the iron triangle to reverse the temple's shady plot. The teleportation mark pulls the space to buzz and distort, and the team's ghostly figure falls into the abyss of the virus temple Z-999Y-000, the black mist pours like ink, the corrosive mist sizzles, the white smoke burns the skin, and the skin is painful and painful. The green vines crawling on the stone wall of the temple are throbbing, and the smell of rust and blood is strong and assails the nostrils. Invisible mark traps are layered with red lights flashing, debuffs are stacked, and all attributes are minus 90% endurance. They are frozen and locked with agility. Su Wan's green skirt is dyed green and blood red, her eyes are frozen in panic, her fingers are trembling and she is screaming, level 99 analysis of virus temple core trap failed. Green Vine Vein Infinite Resurrection AoE Corrosion plus 1000% slowdown debuff kills people, the source of deep revolutionary fire in the hidden high-level chess game is near, but my blood bar is losing and my legs are despairing. Mo Fan Thunder Eagle circles Purple Storm Cloak Hunting Overlook Intelligence 1700 Hacker Module Silver Worm Creeping Prediction 99.9%, The Marked Rings Ultimate Mark Soul Stealth Prediction plus Concentrated Fire plus 300% Hum Suppressed a sneer in my heart, suppress first and then explode. Virus Analysis LV5 Full Map Sharing locks the core of the veins for a 0.01 second window. Mark Storm LV4 is ready to catch all the traps exposed. But the green vines danced like 10,000 pythons eating the air and jingled, the chains were entangled with heat and pain, and the muscles were torn, and the team's health bar dropped by 5 instantly. 0% debuff stacked stamina, 95% full freeze. Chen Feng's Revolutionary Blade Golden Red/Air Chi probing attack 4100 plus critical hit 99%, but it scrapes a mountain of bloody corpses. The steam is steaming and his nose is burning. He frowned and knelt down, roaring, and his legs were trembling. Partners, the oppressive god of the temple. The green vine revives the infinite revolution/CD locks, the stamina is burned out, and the morale is at the bottom of the iron triangle. Yixi's beautiful eyes widened in panic, her fingers stiffened, her intelligence bow fired at 900 plus arrow rain, but the mist slowed her down by 80%, and she was locked, her beautiful legs cramped, sniffing the stench of burnt corpses, gasping. Mo Fan's trap analysis failed 80%. Intelligence sharing disintegrated, envy of green vines unlimited resurrection, agility negative, temple shady, despair and heartbreak. Iron-blooded man with orange axe and pestle ground critical hit 150%, axe shadow dancing wildly, flank cover, even cutting green vines, health bar red warning hot blood splashed and sticky, his bell eyes bulged and his calves were hard and cramped, half kneeling, boss, the virus temple is crushing. My 500 endurance marriage buff can't withstand the resurrection of the sea of people. The Green Alliance's screams of worship turned into crying daddy worship, fear and weak legs. Outside the temple, the green tide poured like a tsunami. The 70-level revolutionary soldiers were oppressed by the crowd, and the buzzing sound was deafening. The public screen was filled with red words and a sea of blood, virus temple trap iron triangle GG. The top executives of the Shady Company live broadcasted the taunt that the bounty was doubled and the death drops were 200%. The Alliance's 500,000 cool green passers-by were in despair. Outside the temple, the battle panel for Alliance players flashed red to warn the controller that the handle was broken. Oh shit. The green vines in the temple attack 9,000 plus resurrection AoE without CD. I am jealous of Mo Fan's artifact, but the trap debuff overwhelmed me. My stamina plus 500 turned negative, and the iron triangle's pursuers killed me and broke my heart. Mo Fan's figure is like a ghost. Agility 1124 plus Thunder Eagle Flight plus 800 dive. The black mist heat wave burns his face. The purple-red halo of the ultimate Mark soul becomes invisible and suppresses a wave of virus analysis. LV5 silver worm surges and locks on the green vine veins. The core green thread twists the 0.005 second overclocking window. The team skill Ultimate Mark Storm AoE Focus Fire plus 300% bursts hidden light and projects the whole hull. The green vines cracked and cracked with a crisp sound that was as loud as 10,000 swords. The corrosion debuff was completely cleared. Stamina returned to blood plus 200%. Resurrection. Fault veins. Withered ashes filled the lungs with rotten odor. Su Wan's blood bar returned to full. Her beautiful eyes panicked and turned to ecstasy. Qing's skirt trembled and screamed, no. Maybe. Mark Storm LV4 cracks the temple trap. The core is exposed and the permanent analysis is complete. I envy the hacker skills of the king of all servers. My mutinous inner ghost's legs turned into iron legs. Chen Feng's eyes turned gloomy and he got up. The golden and red intertwined buzzing overload attack 100 plus critical hit, 99% stack explosion, revolutionary slashing streak, 50 tearing green vine residue, mountain of corpses, green blood steaming, nostrils burning. He laughed and patted his shoulders, his blood boiling. Genius partner, the ultimate storm god. My endurance has increased by 800 points, and I have reached 40 million, and the core weakness of the temple has focused on the fire. The iron triangle reverses the slaying of gods. Yixi's fingers flew to unlock the trap data, and her beautiful eyes and legs stood up in ecstasy. brother Mo Fan takes advantage of the extreme. The intelligence sharing overload is 150%, the deceleration is 90%, and the whole hall is locked. The intelligence is 1700 and the silver insect fire rate keeps up with the envy. The iron-blooded man's orange axe has a critical hit of 150%, roaring from the ground, the shadow of the axe, the wind, butchering the resurrection vines, the brains are spattered, and the legs are hard. The boss marks the storm and pulls the full artifact sublimation. I have 700 stamina, the marriage buff doubles the pursuers, and the worship temple trap is wiped out. The green wave of pursuers outside the palace collided with the iron triangle behind the palace, swarming with jingling gold and iron, Chen Feng's revolutionary chops, stacked headshots, and 100 green blood fountains, sticky yi ji, rain of arrows and heart-piercing analysis, full clear fire rate 900+, the iron-blooded man's flanking axe dance and massacre of people in a sea of corpses. The steam steaming through his nose was burning. The sour geese on the public screen turned to the green tide to worship and scroll, Shadow Blade Mofan's ultimate mark, Stormlock Temple. Number 1 in the standings, 50 million server-wide endurance buff plus 700 shared resurrection fault, the remnant party of Tyrant kneels down to express gratitude, and the bounty evaporates. The green-suited alliance roars SSS plus transfers the massive temple legacy, and the shady story of the savior of the Iron Triangle server is exposed. The stone door buzzed and shattered in the depths of the temple, and golden light shot into the sky. The top executives of the shady company projected shadows in their straight suits and their panels shone brightly. The company's CEO's attributes exploded and he attacked 10,000 plus virus sources. The core code of the green ball pulsated. He sneered and his voice was like thunder, a player bug breaks into the temple. Virus implantation test limits, NPC uprising chess game deep. Shen Qingqing awakens and only seeks freedom, the source of revolutionary fire. Code Yonggu crushes the entire server. The green ball explodes, the virus wave pours down, the corrosive mist, the heat, the heart-wrenching debuff, the debuff stack, all the attributes are reduced to 99%. Su Wan knelt down and trembled, revealing the truth and whispering, the high-level shady story. The company implanted the virus to force the NPC revolution to test the player's endurance limit. Shen Qingqing, the beautiful leader, asked for freedom. The non-mastermind, the evil spirit, has eliminated the source of the end of the green bottle antidote. The team was desperate and the top management projected a taunt, king of all servers. The source code is resurrected and gives you unlimited stamina plus 1000 GG. Mo Fan's purple eyes locked intellect 1700 hacker module overclocked silver insect mind prediction 100% ultimate mark soul swelling purple black virus bombing CD zeroed out and pouring out heavenly punishment. The green ball shield instantly shattered for 10 blocks with a crisp sound that was as loud as the sky. The source code's green silk disintegrated and the health bar was left with 1 block. The high-level projection screamed harshly. The suit shattered and green blood surged into his face. His beautiful eyes, phantom, the green light disintegrated, and he knelt down and trembled, regretting and growling, impossible, the company's source code, the test failed, the player reversed. Chen Feng's ghostly figure, golden red chop, headshot, critical hit, 100% stacking first kill system, the golden bell piercing the whole hall echoed, iron triangle's first kill, the core of the source of the virus. The temple legacy activates the antidote permanently, and the top executives of the shady company are defeated. Mo Fan's panel explodes with golden light rising to the sky, all attributes plus 1000. Intelligence 2700 agility 2124 attack 2436 endurance 1812 agility SS+++, ultimate mark soul evolution, source of origin mark, stealth prediction plus concentrated fire plus 500% virus analysis LV7 universal shared purple storm cloak fusion thunder eagle permanent flight plus 1200. Su Wan's green skirt fluttered with beautiful eyes and she held the green bottle in adoration and trembled, the origin artifact of the king of all servers. The temple heritage orange equipment has massive endurance plus 1000 antidote and is shared across all servers. The NPC begs for freedom and the truth is exposed. I envy the dead hacker god. Chen Feng attack 5100 plus critical hit 100%, laughing and roaring, the source of the origin of partners. I have locked up 60 million points to fuse with the temple orange armor, and the iron triangle will forever solidify the new order. Yi Jimei's eyes sparkled and she held her bow in ecstasy. Brother Mo Fan, the origin mark bond is off the charts. The intelligence master's priestly fire rate is 1500 plus and the love shared by the whole universe cannot be suppressed. The iron-blooded man hit the orange axe with a critical hit of 200%, beating his chest and gasping, the boss's attributes are in the divine world. I have 1200 legs and steel. The iron-worshipping heartbreaking marriage of a green-dressed girl is 4 times more exciting. The Temple Legacy's golden-colored orange-clad epic bow and axe armor are a massive pop-up pickup frenzy, and the Alliance buff's permanent stamina plus 1000 reputation has exceeded 5 billion in cross-border worship. Green Tide Tsunami on the public screen of the whole server, the source of Shadow Blade Mofan's origin mark defeated the source of the shady plot. The company's top executives knelt down and regretted the failure of the test. The NPC Free Revolutionary Alliance's 1 million expansion epic legacy was shared across the entire server. Green-clad passers-by pay homage to the Endurance plus 1000 permanently, the Batian Guild's bounty will be evaporated, and the National War Iron Triangle SSS++ will fly into the universe. The green tide retreated outside the temple, and the sea of blood and heat turned to the fireworks of the celebration. Alliance players swarmed and screamed, kneeling and licking. Mo Fan has an intelligence of 2700 and is the god of origin. Jealous of Thunder Eagle flight plus 1200, and I pretend to be dumb and worship the king of the universe. But suddenly a bloody blade in a white dress flashed at the end of the abyss of the temple. Shen Qingqing's level 99 real body was resurrected, her beautiful eyes were blazing with green fire, her health bar was 100,000, and her infinite shield was buzzing. The corners of her lips curled up in mockery, and her voice was pierced by ice needles. Player hacker, although the source has collapsed, the true fire of revolution will never be extinguished. The new order of decisive battle is here. Black clouds, green lightning, sky collapse, crisis abyss are all open. At the end of the abyss of the temple, black clouds are like giant beasts with their mouths open and green electricity stinging and dancing wildly. The smell of burnt thunder mixed with rotten blood and rust goes straight into the nose. Shen Qingqing's white skirt hunting blood blade hums with a health bar of 100,000 infinite shields and pulsates with green fire. Her beautiful green eyes lock the iron triangle and the corners of her lips curl up in mockery. Her voice is like an ice needle piercing the brain and echoing on the stone wall. Although the source of the player's bugs is shattered, the true fire of revolution will burn forever in the new order. Legion suppresses, the sea of blood drowns you, NPC freedom awakens and all servers kneel down. The green tide of the Revolutionary Legion pours down like a tsunami. The level 70 soldiers are infinitely resurrected. The sea of people is buzzing and deafening. The green vine residue rekindles the veins and beats. The AoE corrosive mist, heat and pain burns the skin. The debuff stacks all attributes, 80%. Chen Feng's revolutionary blade golden and red intertwined attack 5100 plus critical hit 100%, cut the air and remove the shield. Sparks flew from the missile, and he knelt down with his sword eyebrows furrowed, his legs trembling with blood, his chest heaving and breathing heavily. Partner Shen Qingqing is really under pressure. Infinite shield revolution, CD lock, stamina burned out, iron triangle cool. Legion resurrected, sea of people killed, morale suppressed. Yi Ji's intelligence bow, purple light, has a firing rate of 1500 plus arrow rain, analyzing the mist, but slowing down 90%. The lock failed, her beautiful eyes widened in panic, her fingers stiffened, and her beautiful legs twitched. Smelling the stench of burnt corpses, Brother Mofan's Legion analysis failed 80%. Intelligence sharing collapsed, envy of unlimited resurrection, 100,000 health bar, decisive battle for the new order, despair, heartbreak and weak legs. Su Wanqing's dress was dyed green with blood-red eyes. She knelt down in panic and screamed, "The revolutionary leader's true fire will never be extinguished. The antidote for my traitorous ghost cannot withstand the Legion's AoE, and the shady story of the player alliance GG has been exposed, and useless worship has turned into fear." The iron-blooded man's orange axe critical hit 200%. The shadow of the axe was dancing wildly. The flanking butcher's brains were splattered with hot steam. His nose was burning. His copper bell eyes were bulging, his calves were cramped, and he was half kneeling and shouting, "Boss, the army is oppressing the Iron Triangle. I have 1200 stamina, married with 4 times the buff, and the sea of people is resurrected and bitten to death." The green-suited alliance screamed in worship and turned to cry, and the legs became soft and turned into scum. Alliance outside the temple, 110s of thousands of players' panels flashed red and the warning handle clicked and their eyes widened as they became slippery. Oh shit. Shen Qingqing's level 99 real body shield has unlimited attacks and 12,000 plus resurrection AoE. He is jealous of the Iron Triangle's divine armor, but the Legion debuff kills me. My stamina plus 1000 has become negative. Heartbreaking red words are rolling on the public screen. The sea of blood on the public screen is churning. Shen Qingqing's Legion Temple decisive battle against the Audio-Technica GG. Revolutionary True Fire New Order kneels down and the bounty on all servers is doubled and dropped by 300% on death. 1 million passers-by in cool green outfits in the Alliance are in despair. Mo Fan's purple eyes narrowed slightly, his intelligence was 2700, his brain surged, and he predicted 100% of the source of the origin mark. The purple-red halo was invisible and humming suppressed his heart. The Thunder Eagle wings vibrated, and the heat wave hit his face. He looked down at the abyss and sneered, "The desire is suppressed and it rises again." The whole server marks share the LV7 virus analysis of the origin storm, and the Iron Triangle holds it back. Legion hackers invaded the company's backend and exposed the shady story, reversing the public opinion and establishing a new order. The Flying Finger hacker module overclocked the silver worm and squirmed in the space, distorting the buzz, and the ultimate Mark Soul AoE set fire plus 500% was shared across the universe, pulling the green tide and teleporting to lock Shen Qingqing's weak point in a 0.001 second window. The Team Mark shared the soaring golden light, endurance buff plus 1000 permanent superposition. Chen Feng's eyes turned gloomy and became fanatical. He stood up with the revolutionary blade, golden red overload, blasted the shield and cracked the critical hit. 100% continuous 50 revolution slashing Legion. Corpse Mountain, green blood fountain, sticky. He laughed and patted his shoulders, his blood boiling. Genius partner origin sharing god. My points have increased by 70 million, my stamina has reached 1800, and my Legion's weakness has locked up the Iron Triangle's god of killing. Yiji dances with her fingers to unlock Legion data, beautiful eyes, ecstasy, beautiful legs, stand up, fire rate 1500 plus arrow rain, heart-piercing deceleration, 90% clear, Brother Mo Fan's hackers ultimate use. Information sharing enjoy 200% overload analysis. Shen Qingqing's shield is 99% jealous of the origin mark, and I love to keep up. Su Wan's health bar returned to full, and she hugged the green bottle. Her green skirt fluttered and her blood-red eyes trembled in admiration. The king of the whole server has a full storm of marks. The antidote is released across the server to alleviate the Legion virus. The ghost inside me is strong with iron legs. The roaring orange axe critical hit 200%, the shadow of the axe, the wind and the sea of massacres, the residue is steaming, the boss's origin shares the leg steel. I have 1500 stamina, married 5 times buff, picked up orange equipment, massive worship, and the army is cool. Public screen green tide worship tsunami, Shadow Blade Mo Fan's origin mark is shared across the server. The Iron Triangle held back Shen Qingqing's legion of hackers to expose the shady story, and the Alliance's endurance plus 1200 permanent public opinion reversed SSS++. There are 1 billion players in the whole server whose faceplates are trembling and slippery handles, and their eyes are rounded. Holy shit. MO Fans Intelligence 2700 Hacker Module predicts 100% Origin Storm plus 500%. I am jealous of the purple storm Thunder Eagle, and my blue-clad legs are soft and become iron legs to worship the king of the universe. MO Fan's ghostly figure has agility of 2124 plus Thunder Eagle flight plus 1200. He dives into the black mist and the heat wave scorches his face. Hackers invade the background and silver bugs surge into his mind. The green code in his mind collapses. The company's shady email is fully exposed. Virus implantation test NPC extreme uprising chess game. Shen Qingqing seeks freedom, not the mastermind. Player endurance data sells the selfish desires of senior executives. The golden bell of the public screen was broadcast by email, the piercing roar of the whole universe. The NPC Legion's green-eyed chaos virus alleviated the debuff, self-purifying the blood bar, and the resurrection fault occurred. Shen Qingqing's white dress was stained with green, and her beautiful eyes were dimmed by green fire. The infinite shield cracked and shattered in 10 blocks with a crisp and deafening sound. She screamed and screamed, and the blood blades danced wildly, but the fire plus 500% mark was gathered. Storm suppression, impossible. The shady exposure of the true fire of the revolution. Players reversed. Chen Feng's golden red chop headshot critical hit 100% superimposed on the weakness of the revolutionary blade's first kill. Yiji's arrow rain locks the heart and slows down 90%. Su Wan's green bottle antidote, and the legions are zombified, and the iron-blooded man's axe shadow slaughters his body and his flanks are steaming in a sea of blood. Shen Qingqing's health bar was left with 1 bar, and she was seriously injured. Her white dress was broken into pieces, and green blood rushed into her face with a rush of putrid smell. She knelt down and trembled with beautiful eyes, regretting and growling, freedom, new order shattered, retreat. The figure teleported to the end of the abyss and was engulfed by black clouds to escape the crisis. The aftermath of the temple is calm, the golden light shines, the legacy orange armor, the epic bow and axe armor, a massive pop-up window to pick up the frenzy, the iron triangle panel explodes, the system's golden bell rings continuously, Shadow Blade Molten Level Sprint 70 Origin Marker Priesthood Full Attributes SS++++. Intelligence 3700 Agility 3124 Attack 3436 Stamina 2812 Mark Storm Set AoE Focused Fire plus 700% Virus Analysis LV9 Origin Mark Source Evolution, Cosmic Mark Origin, Stealth Prediction plus Focused Fire plus 700% Full Dimension Shared Purple Storm Cloak Thunder Eagle Fusion Flying plus 1800 Hacker Module Prediction 120%. MO Fan glanced at the abyss with his purple eyes. The heat wave gradually dissipated and the rust in his nose faded. The Thunder Eagle circled and looked down to pick up the piles of orange equipment and chuckled. The fruits of victory are in hand. The divine equipment is complete and the alliance is permanent. The new order begins to deal with trivial matters. Chen Feng Yiji Su Wanfen's equipment reputation exceeds 10 billion. Chen Feng's epic God of War armor orange fusion attack 6100 plus critical hit 100% points locked 80 million laughing, padding shoulders and chest with hot blood, partner level 70 divine realm attributes. My origin of the revolutionary blade strengthens endurance 2200 iron triangle to rule the country and be invincible. I worship the genius hacker. The origin of the universe is eternally bonded. Yiji holds an epic intelligence bow with a rate of fire of 2000 plus agility plus 500, beautiful eyes, sparkling fingers, and flying intelligence. Sharing is 250%. MO Fan's cosmic mark is overwhelming. SSS+++ intelligence master's deceleration is 99%. Full dimensional locking. Envy flying plus 1800 divine equipment. The complete intelligence network expands the alliance by 2 million. Su Wanqing's fluttering green bottle of antidote is broadcast across the server with blood-red eyes and her legs are trembling in worship. The king of all servers is a level 70 source artifact. The NPC virus is completely cleared and the truth is revealed. My inner ghost has turned into an ally in green clothing and picked up iron legs to worship the new order. The iron-blooded man touches the orange axe and has a critical hit of 250% attack, 380 endurance, 1800 marriage plus 30% 6 times buff, chest beating, thick legs and steel. The boss's level 70 attributes are oppressing the universe. I am crazy about the battle axe, epic fusion, picking up orange armor, mountains, green clothes, female marriage frenzy, endurance, stacking, worship, heartbreak, brotherhood, flying all over the server. Alliance players outside the temple flock to celebrate the fireworks. The smell of fireworks is tangy, and passers-by in green clothes kneel down and lick the panel with golden light. Stamina plus 1200 to permanently pick up epic orange equipment. Pop-ups are flooding. Mo fan is level 70, intelligence, 3700, origin of the universe. Jealous of Thunder Eagle flight plus 1800. My blue clothes are dumbfounded and transformed into gods. I worship the king of all dimensions. His legs are weak and his legs are turning to iron. The green tsunami on the public screen rolls, the final victory of the Iron Triangle Temple. Shen Qingqing was seriously injured and escaped. The shady email was fully exposed. The company's test failed and the NPC virus was removed. Stamina plus 1200. Permanent alliance. 2 million. Expansion. Epic legacy and magical equipment are complete. Shadowblade Mothan's level 70 universe marker ranking swept the National War SSS+++ European and Asian servers, cross-border marriage assistance, reputation of 10 billion, the new order started a worship craze. Mo fan marks the permanent buffs shared across the server, handles trivial matters and distributes orange equipment. The Iron Triangle Priority Alliance warehouse is full. Chen Feng leads the morale points and spreads Yiji's intelligence network. Su Wan's NPC allies recruit green equipment for transformation. Iron-blooded men build forts and pick up massive marriage buffs, stacking 6 times the endurance. The world has changed due to the Iron Triangle. The ashes of the virus temple have dispersed. The black fog has disappeared. The sun shines on the stone walls. The distant map markers are shared and illuminated. Infinitely expanded, new regional resources emerge. Players flock to explore and their reputations soar. Transnational guilds kneel down to tyrants. The remnant party's bounty evaporates and death penalty is cleared. Mo fan's Thunder Eagle soared overlooking the new order, and he felt a sense of calm and accomplishment. He locked his purple eyes on the pop-up window of the public screen and whispered passionately, "The harvest of fruits is complete, and the Alliance's 2 million Iron Triangle is permanent." But the dark side is not over yet. Suddenly, the sky cracked and the giant metal door roared, revealing the true identity of the company's top executives. The suit straight panel exploded and attacked 20,000 plus CEOs. He came to the game world and sneered, "Player reversal test." The final liquidation started the company's entire server to hunt down, "I will destroy the new order." Black clouds are rising again, green electricity is looming, and the crisis abyss is opening again. The loud sound of the sky tearing apart was like thunder exploding the brain, shaking the stone walls of the temple to pieces. The giant metal door slowly tilted, pouring out cold metallic luster that pierced the eyes. The air was filled with the smell of pungent engine oil and electromagnetic burnt, and the rotten smell of sulfur mixed with black clouds assaulted the nostrils. The CEO of the company stands straight in his suit in the door. The health bar on the panel is 5 million, and the dark gold shield is pulsating infinitely. The attack power is 20,000 plus, the intelligence is 5,000, the range AoE, Ultimate Reckoning Wave, suppresses all attributes by -99%, and the Legion Summon CD is 0 seconds. The corners of his lips curled up in a cold arc, and his voice was like a mechanical low-frequency roar that echoed through the minds of the entire server. Insects reversed the test. It's useless to expose the shady story. The company's legions are being hunted by the entire server. I will personally destroy the new order, the data sales will continue, and all NPC chess player sacrifices will be wiped out. As soon as he finished speaking, black gold spewed out from the huge door. Legions poured down like a tidal wave. Level 100 mechanical behemoths attacked 15,000 plus laser nets and instantly locked the entire field. Green electricity stung and danced wildly, heat waves burned the skin, the debuffs and endurance returned to zero, and the 2 million players in the alliance outside the temple had their panels red and explosive, the handles were slippery, their eyes were bulging, and they screamed and collapsed. Holy shit! The CEO's real body has a 5 million blood boss attack, 20,000 plus legion AoE crushing me, my stamina plus 1,200 has become negative. I am jealous of the Iron Triangle God's outfit, but it is completely destroyed, my heart is broken, my legs are weak, and the public screen is bleeding. The blood-red tsunami on the public screen, the ultimate liquidation of the company's CEO begins. The Iron Triangle GG shady useless legion slaughtered all servers and died, dropping 500% of the bounty 10 times, and the new order collapsed. Chen Feng's epic war armor, the golden and red revolutionary blade, buzzed with an attack of 6,100 plus 100% critical hit, but laser net missiles flew and sparks flew. He raised his sword eyebrows and half knelt, his legs trembled, his chest was trembling with blood, he was panting and shouting, "Comrades, CEO, pressure." The infinite shield liquidation wave locks the stamina and burns out the Iron Triangle. The Legion's mechanical beast is resurrected and bites the human sea to death, and morale collapses. Yiji's epic intelligence bow, purple light, has a firing speed of 2,000 plus arrow rain, but the analysis laser has slowed down and failed by 99%. Her beautiful eyes widened in panic, her fingers were stiff, her beautiful legs were cramping, and she smelled electromagnetic scorched corpses. Mofange's Legion analysis failed by 99%. Intelligence sharing collapsed, envy, 5 million blood attack, 20,000 plus decisive battle, despair, heartbreak, legs weak. Su Wanqing's skirt was dyed black and blood red. Kneeling in panic, the green bottle trembled and screamed, "The ultimate boss is really fire. The antidote to the ghost inside me can't withstand the liquidation of AoE." The player alliance GG's shady exposure turns into a joke, worship, and fear. The iron-blooded man's orange axe crit 250%, the shadow of the axe dances, and the flank slaughter machine remains, brain pulp, metal fragments are splashed with hot steam, his nose is burning, and his copper bell eyes are protruding from his legs. He half knelt down with stomach cramps and roared, "Boss, the army is oppressing the Iron Triangle. I have 1,800 stamina, 6 times the buff from marriage, and the sea of people is resurrected and bitten to death." The green-suited alliance screamed and worshipped, then cried, and the legs softened and turned into steel. There were 1 billion players in the server, the slippery controller clicked, and the public screen worship turned into a scroll of desperate red letters. The morale of the alliance collapsed, 2 million health bars dropped, and fell to the ground. Mo Fan's purple eyes narrowed slightly, his intelligence was 3,700, his mind surged, and he predicted 120% of the universe's mark. The origin of the purple-red halo was invisible. The hum was suppressing his heart. The Thunder Eagle's wings were vibrating, and the heat wave hit his face. He looked down at the giant door and sneered, "The desire is suppressed again." The whole server marks share the origin of the LV9 virus. The storm is sublimated. The Iron Triangle drags the Legion and hacks into the CEO's core data, reversing the public opinion and establishing a new order. Fingers flying. The hacker module overclocked the silver worms and squirmed, the space twisted and buzzed, the soul of the ultimate universe marked AoE focused fire plus 700%, shared all dimensions, pulled the black gold army, teleported, locked the CEO's weakness in a 0.0001 second window, the team mark, golden light, reached the sky. The endurance buff plus 2000 was permanently superimposed 7 times, Chen Feng's eyes turned gloomy and turned into a frenzy, he got up, the revolutionary blade, golden red overload. Exploded, shield cracked and critical hit 100% consecutive 100 revolutions to tear apart the Legion. The black blood fountain was sticky. He laughed and patted his shoulders with blood boiling. Genius partner, the shared god of the universe. My points soared by 100 million, stamina, 2800. The Legion's weakness locked the iron triangle. God-killing attack 6100 plus oppression 20,000 plus. Yiji's fingers danced wildly to unlock Legion data. Beautiful eyes, ecstasy, beautiful legs, stood up, firing rate 2000, arrow rain piercing heart, deceleration 99% clear, brother Mo Fan is leveraging his power to the extreme. Intelligence sharing overload 300% analysis CEO shield 98% envy of the universe mark, love to death, and full dimensional lock. Su Wan's health bar is full, hugging the green bottle, green skirt floating, blood red eyes trembling in admiration, the king of the server's mark storm is full. The antidote is released across the server to relieve the Legion virus. The ghost's iron legs withstand the wave of reckoning and the debuff is cleared. The iron-blooded man roared from the ground, the orange axe crit hit 250%, the shadow of the axe violent wind massacred people, the residue was steaming, the metal fragments flew, the boss of the universe shares the leg steel. I have 2200 stamina, married 7 times buff, picked up the epic outfit, massive worship, bursting legion, cool attack 380, violent 250% massacre of machines. A tsunami of admiration for the black gold tide on the public screen, Shadow Blade Mofin Universe mark share all servers. The Iron Triangle held back the CEO Legion's hacker intrusion to expose the ultimate shady story, and the Alliance's endurance plus 2000 permanent public opinion reversed SSS+++. All players in the server have their panels trembling, slippery controllers, their eyes wide open, and their eyes are turning wildly, holy shit. Mo Fan's Intelligence 3700 hacker module predicts 120% Cosmic Storm plus 700%, jealous of the purple storm Thunder Eagle, my blue-clad legs are weak and become iron legs, worshipping the king of the universe, endurance stack explosion. Mo Fan's ghostly figure, Agility 3124 plus Thunder Eagle flight plus 1800 dived into the black mist and the heat wave burned his face, hackers invaded the CEO's core, silver bugs rushed into his mind, and the green thread of the code collapsed, and the company's ultimate shady email was fully exposed. The global data trafficking plan NPC uprising tests the endurance of players to enslave the immortal ambitions of senior executives, and the CEO implants a god-level virus to destroy the game and restart the empire of selfish desires. The hologram of the email broadcast on the public screen. The golden bell roared throughout the universe. The mechanical army's golden eyes chaos virus alleviated the debuff and self-purifying blood bar and dropped the resurrection fault. The CEO's suit cracked and the dark gold shield cracked and shattered 50 blocks with a crisp and deafening sound. He roared, the machine twisted and blood blades danced wildly but the fire was plus 700% and the mark was suppressed by the storm. Impossible, the ultimate shady, player reversal, data empire. Black clouds surged at the end of the sudden abyss, and Shen Qingqing's white dress was torn to pieces, her green blood-stained and seriously injured figure teleported forward, her beautiful green eyes dimmed and turned to regret, locking the CEO and roaring, the shady chess piece awakens. The real fire of revolution is not destruction. I will help you with the new order of the Player Alliance, and the Freedom Convention is signed. Her bloody blade, green light, transformed into an auxiliary BUFF revolutionary / damage reduction plus 500% Legion locks in the CEO's weakness. Her beautiful legs tremble and she sniffs the metal-scorched corpse to join the battle circle. Chen Feng's golden red / blasts the flanks and critical hits 100%, superimposing the revolution blade's first kill assist. Shen Qingqing regrets the divine help. The Iron Triangle 5-person group kills the gods with endurance 2800 attack 6100 plus and the revolution is unstoppable. Enemy. Yizijianyu locks his heart and slows down 99% intelligence sharing to analyze the core of the CEO, revolutionary leader turns to ally. Slowdown 99.9% weakness exposure, envy of MO fans cosmic mark, love and full-dimensional intelligence. Su Wan's green bottle antidote spills the empty legion into zombies with blood-red eyes, worshipping Shen Qingqing's legs, NPC ghost plus revolution. The leaders of the two sides should respond. The antidote to the virus will end the shady situation and end the new era of iron-legged worship. The iron-blooded strong man's axe shadow slaughtered his body with a sea of black gold and blood. He roared, Shen Qingqing's iron triangle and 5 irons. I have combined with 8 times the buff endurance, 2,500 orange axe, and 300% to pick up the massive worship of the Brotherhood of the Universe and bring it to the whole server. 2 million players in the Alliance shared their marks, and the heat wave of fireworks turned into a fragrant aroma. The smell of metal shards hit your nostrils. Passers-by in green clothes knelt down and licked the panel, which flashed golden light. Endurance plus 2,000 permanent pickup of epic orange equipment. Pop-ups were rampant. MO fans level 70 wisdom power 3700 origin of the universe plus Shen Qingqing's repentance. Jealousy of the Thunder Eagle's flight plus 1800 my blue suit turned into a god and worshipped the king of all dimensions. His legs softened and he turned to the Iron Leg Legion for massacre. Mark the origin of the Purple Storm AoE focus fire plus 700% full dimension sharing, the CEO's health bar is 10%, the roaring liquidation wave finally breaks out, the heat wave burns the sky, but the deceleration is 99% locked and ineffective, Chen Feng's revolutionary blade, golden red overload, continuous beheading kill, critical hit. 100% superimposed attack 6100 plus head-ripping black blood fountain is sticky and rancid, the system's golden bell rings continuously and the whole server is harsh. Shadowblade Mofin Iron Triangle's first kill of the company's CEO's ultimate boss. The Cosmic Mark Command SSS++++ has all attributes and the world-defying standing swept the national war, European and Asian servers, transnational alliances, 5 million reputation and 50 billion reputation. The CEO's body suddenly disintegrated. Metal fragments rained down and clanged across the sky. The suit fragments were scattered and charred smoke filled the air. The ultimate shady holographic broadcast rolled on the public screen and the truth was revealed, the virus implanted in the global data was sold and players were enslaved. The golden aftermath of the temple, the frenzy of picking up legacy artifact portal pop-up windows, the NPC Legion's green-eyed Qingming virus was fully resolved and transformed, allies flocked to worship, Shen Qingqing knelt down in her white skirt, her beautiful eyes filled with tears, and whispered in regret, the New Order Convention of Player Guardians was signed, and the NPC Free Player Co-Prosperity Revolution became real and warm. Su Wan, holding a green bottle in her green skirt and holding a green bottle with blood-red eyes, worshipped. Worshipping with trembling iron legs, the king of the whole server kills the god. My inner ghost turns to protect the green outfit, pick up massive NPCs, and expand the alliance. Worship forever. Chen Feng's epic war god armor fusion artifact attack 8000 plus critical hit 100% points 200 million, laughing loudly and patting his shoulders and chest with blood, partner has level 80 divine attributes. The Iron Triangle leads the country and is invincible, Shen Qingqing's 5 iron bond the genius of the space hacker is forever admired. Yi Ji holds a god-level intelligence bow with a rate of fire of 3000 plus agility plus 800, beautiful eyes, sparkling fingers, flying intelligence, sharing 400%, MO fan, the cosmic mark, can't hold back his love. SSS++++ intelligence master slows down 100%, full-dimensional locking intelligence network, full server coverage, envy flying plus 2000 divine equipment 5 million for the whole alliance. The iron-blooded man touched the divine axe and hit 300% attack, 500 stamina, 3000 marriage plus 50% 9 times buff, chest thumping and thick-legged steel, the boss kills for the first time and oppresses the universe. I am crazy about the battle axe artifact fusion, picking up portal fragments, massive green-dressed women, marriage craze, endurance stack explosion, heartbreaking brotherhood, flying across the universe. The golden tsunami on the public screen is rolling, Iron Triangle's first kill of the CEO's ultimate boss. The shady story is fully exposed, the virus is lifted, the stamina is plus 3,000, the permanent alliance is 5 million, the artifact heritage is expanded, the transnational worship, the New Order convention is signed, NPC players are reconciled. Shadowblade Mothin's level 80 cosmic marker score list, Mythical National War, SSS++++, European and Asian server assistance, reputation of 50 billion, a new era of peace, starting a worship frenzy. Mofan marked the whole server to share buffs and permanent artifacts, distributed Iron Triangle Priority Alliance warehouses, and Chen Feng commanded morale points to spread Yiji's intelligence network across the map. Su Wan, Shen Qingqing, and NPC allies recruited green equipment and transformed into unlimited. Iron-blooded men built forts and picked up massive marriage buffs, stacking them with 10 times the endurance. The world is reborn because of the Iron Triangle, the virus is transformed into a holy land, and the golden light shines forever. The sunshine shines and infinitely expands. New regional resources emerge. Players and NPCs join forces to explore. The reputation of transnational guilds is soaring. The remnants of the company are reduced to ashes, are wiped out, die, and are punished. The all-clear portal is activated. Mofan's Thunder Eagle soared overlooking the New Order, and a sense of calm accomplishment filled his heart. His purple eyes locked on the sky and the new pop-up window whispered passionately, the fruit harvest magic equipment is complete, and the Alliance's 5 million Iron Triangle permanent NPC reconciliation shady has been eliminated. But the cross-border portal is opened. The sudden portal ripples spread and the light and shadow of the other world loom, the unknown energy pulsates and hums, the sweet fragrance of the nose hits the face, the system's golden bell rings gently, Guardian Mofan activates the cross-border door. The new era has unlimited adventures, and the origin of the universe evolves and is protected in all dimensions. Chen Feng laughed and patted his shoulders, lead partners across borders. Yiji's beautiful eyes sparkled, follow the intelligence. Shen Qingqing and Su Wan, the iron-blooded men, shouted enthusiastically in unison, the king of the universe is forever. The whole server worshipped like a tide, and a new chapter quietly opened. In the peaceful and prosperous world, there is an endless and exciting journey. We were cheering loudly when we suddenly heard the red alert in the whole server system, which was as piercing as a ghost crying, emergency maintenance announcement. The game company intervened, the server was optimized for 5 minutes, and the whole area was frozen. The black screen of the player panel flashed, Mofan's private message sounded alone, and the hidden system email popped up with blood-red writing, Hacker player Mofan, the source of the virus is not NPC consciously, the game company's shady experiment, Shen Qingqing is just a chess piece, trace the core code, otherwise the world will collapse. The cold light in the purple eyes suddenly condensed, the Thunder Eagle wings trembled, and the crisis was brewing.